We had that one in Mythic that didn't work very well for a while.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I think we're good. All purchases are done. You ready to start stream, or are we already started? Or
Yeah, we're good.
okay, we're good. Okay. Was there another question?
Very good question. To trade in my leather armor when I buy the studded, it's half price.
I don't know if they'd want to buy your old leather armor. Isn't it kind of beat up? Weren't you wearing it and stuff?
Thought he had the pretty one.
I got the pretty. Yeah, it was the pretty one.
Okay. Sure. They will purchase it for half price.
Okay.
Who else wants to carry one of these healers kits? Or I mean, I have 4, so.
Could you toss that? Well, actually, I was gonna suggest that each of us has 2 charges of healer kits on us, because someone's probably gonna need to get stabilized.
I can't.
I'll throw
those. Okay, let me reiterate that. Those that can carry it should have a charge on them.
I'm keeping a weaver's kit on the mule.
Band-Aid's too heavy.
Everyone should have
thread and needle too heavy.
If not, give them the Mackenzie. She'll take them.
Yeah, I'll throw a full one at Mackenzie, and then we'll split one up between all of you. And I guess Agatha. She can have 2 charges too, because they have 10 charges. So 2 to everybody will be 5. Or shit, 2 divided by 10 is 5. 5 people. That's what I'm trying to say.
Actually, put the breakout of how you want it in the Discord chat, and then we'll
okay.
From there. That'll be easier.
All right. So, Curse of Strahd Daybreak, shopping edition. So. It's an important part. It's an important part of the game. You don't have any magic, survival horror. We're being dicks. Well, I'm being a dick about tracking items and encumbrance, because survival horror. Nothing worse than running out of bullets in the Resident Evil game. Am I right?
Yep.
Nothing makes you feel more scared than when you run out of bullets in the Resident Evil game.
So the fucking aiming system in the Resident Evil game. That's what scares me.
Well, you kind of have that because we use a D20 system. So no matter how good you are, it's still such an incredible spread. All right. The question this week is, how do you define success, at least for yourself, and have you reached it? All right. So while you ruminate on that, does anybody for a point of DM inspiration want to try to sum up what happened last week? If you do, go ahead and roll a D20 into chat to show your interest. Oh, we got Darius coming in with 17. Nobody want to try to beat that 17? Going once, going twice. Told to Darius. Darius, you wanna pull your hair back for this one, or?
That's gonna be for later. But...
that's for later. Okay, you do have shifting token now. You do have shifting token now.
Good.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, Darius, take it away. What happened last time?
So last time on Curse of Strahd, we decided to take a stupid fishing trip to go talk to this Bluto guy who seemed to have something to deal with Arabelle. When we found him, he had a sack that was in the size of a child, and he tossed it overboard as it was screaming. Obviously, putting 2 and 2 together, we rushed in as quickly as possible with our boat to try and save her. Just as luck would have it in this horrible fucking place, big ass fish decided it wanted to have a meal, so we had to fight that thing off, as well as this deranged, I don't know if that's the right word, dude was kind of out of his mind, but fisherman. So that was the whole thing. I got swallowed. I had to punch my way through a fish, so that's new. And then found myself in the darkness of fucking water, and I honestly thought that was probably gonna be it for me.
Me too.
But
Me too.
Same, yeah.
Yeah.
But somehow I was able to swim up, realized my allies had gone into the water as well, but eventually they made their way up as well, and we were able to get the girl and knock out the fisherman in the process. Making it back to shore, we tried to assess our injuries and what was going on with this guy as well as the girl. We headed to the Vistani camp to take Arabelle back to her dad. We had a bit of a heated discussion on what to do with Blue, though. Some of them wanted to give him over to Aragol. Some of us wanted to give him over to the town. Eventually, we settled. Well, I say settled, but I still feel there's some hurt feelings by giving him over to the town. And Ismark decided to go and take care of that while we went to the camp. When we were there, it seems like they're all really happy that we were able to bring back the girl, especially Aragol, the fucking groundskeeper of the death house. He was a bit torn, but overall, I guess, satisfied that his girl is back safe and sound. For our troubles, he was at least willing to answer some questions about why the fuck we were here. And it seems like this Strahd has a hard-on for heroes, and he's looking for a challenge or something like that. It honestly just doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but Aragol also reiterated that this is Strahd's prison, and he is the warden, and if we want out, we're gonna have to go through him, more or less. So at least we have some sort of goal in mind. And yeah, we're just here at the Vistani camp for a little bit. I think we're going to be heading to town soon.
Okay. Yeah. Well done. Take your DM inspiration. Okay.
I've got another purchase pending.
Okay. Does anybody want to answer the question? How do you define success, at least for yourself? Have you reached it? If you're interested in this Factspiration die that will last the whole session until you use it, go ahead and roll into chat. No one. All right. Oh, wait.
Yes.
Big bids for power here. All right.
No, it got rolled over.
Okay. Going once. Going twice. Anna, go ahead and answer the question.
Man, I feel like she's accomplished a lot in her short time in Barovia anyway, but so let's shoot for the sky here. The ultimate success for her is to free Barovia from this darkness, to bring the sun back, to bring the people back, to lead them to a new age. Has she reached it yet? Not quite, but we're getting there.
All right, fair enough. You may ask the same question of any NPC you met previously on your adventures.
Ooh. Izzy.
All right. Wow. Okay. Izzy used to feel, and you correct me if I'm wrong in this, Tiernan. Izzy used to feel that success was finding joy in your life and taking care of the people that you care about. That's what she used to think. Now she has sort of redefined success as surviving. She's definitely changing her view a little bit. So now it is not so much finding joy, but surviving and helping those you care about survive. She's definitely been, like all of you, kind of put through some trauma here, and it has changed her worldviews. But she used to be the kind of person who, life gave you lemons, you make lemonade. You don't like lemonade, well, you put more sugar in it, that kind of thing. Now it's more of a, hey, it'd be pretty cool if we didn't die horribly. Is sort of that's a new metric for success. So. All right.
So far she has succeeded.
Yeah, she's doing great. She's doing super good. All right. Let's see. Any other bookkeeping we needed to do? Oh yes. So Irenia is available as a controllable companion character for you guys. Is anyone interested in slotting her as a companion? You don't have to, but
I mean, I'm interested because I want to see what she has. Like, I want to see what her abilities are, but I'm not gonna unslot Izzy, I don't think.
Okay. All right.
That
and
being
then...
said, maybe Reed should maybe slot someone.
I mean, I'm technically waiting for the other sibling.
You may be waiting for a while.
I may be waiting for quite a while.
All right, and I believe this Alexi guy has just been kind of handed over to you guys. Having checked out his stats, I think he should be relatively playable. Let's see. I did 2 hours of prep this morning, and I forgot to set him up as a controllable companion, though. Let's
You
see.
can give him to Anna.
Okay. Go in here and do this. Make sure he has lots of blood squirt out when he gets hit.
Yeah, that's very necessary.
Super important.
Is there like a character that, like, are we able to send items to the cart right now for items that would be on the cart?
I thought you guys had a cart. Let's see.
We do.
Yeah, common
just
cart,
didn't know-
but you
I
don't
just
have.
didn't know if it
Yeah,
was
you don't have access to it. Here you go. So now you guys can accidentally click on it all the time.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, that's a common cart. So that's actually Agatha's cart. You guys need your barrel cart? Is that the situation?
That was the one that we got from the dead barrel maker.
Oh. So misinformation here. His cart is just a shitty cart that carries barrels. A barrel cart is an actual type of cart that is much better than that. Yeah.
Oh, well.
It has like a little bit of a little roof to it, like a little barrel-shaped roof.
Yeah. That makes a lot more sense then.
So your cart is your cart. Do you guys have a cool name for it, or?
Carte Blanche.
Oh, carte blanche. All right.
It's a work in progress.
Not Cartman. Got it.
A la
All
carte.
right. A la
carte.
carte.
A la carte. I love
Oh
it.
yeah.
A la carte.
All right. I don't know if I spelled it right or not, but you guys are the owners, so you could definitely change it.
I would have called the mule hauling ass, but that's just me.
Okay, so I don't want you to be frightened, but as a Vistani, Alexi does have access to some magic.
To the cart ability. Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he has, as a Vistani, he has the evil eye. And the evil eye does allow him to cast a handful of very interesting spells. And they're kind of tied into that. And he also has access to the Thaumaturgy cantrip. So it's a pretty powerful ally overall, as all Vistani are very strong.
The first second he casts any of those, we're gonna have a fucking wild magic search. So just remember that.
Oh my God. Why do you have to bring that up?
Ooh, actually, speaking
It's
of
right here on my character sheet.
Speaking of
Arcane
companions,
Flash.
do they level up at certain intervals? Or?
At certain intervals, yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think I remember that being discussed like at the very beginning of the campaign.
Yep. And then let's see. Okay.
Settle that.
So I'm getting that set up for you. Hopefully, we won't even need to see his character sheet today because there won't be any fighting. Because it's just going to be a really calm and normal session.
Yes, please.
I'll change out the music. You guys are heading back to town, I assume, to do all your shopping.
Reed had mentioned something about elves.
Oh, but you wanted to see the elves first. Okay.
I mean, depending on if you want to roleplay. I don't want to solo it.
Dude, the elves are pretty important for this campaign. So
would somebody like to come with Reed? So, I mean, I hate
Darius
to focus.
would, because he would like to at least talk with one of them about something.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna go see the elves. Like,
Such a
From the law.
tourist thing to say. Such a tourist thing to say. I'm
We're
definitely
gonna
gonna go
see the
elves.
elves, Mr. Frodo. Like,
Yeah.
Honey,
Alright,
they
let
have
me see.
elves over here. We need to go see them.
All right, so let's
Mortgage.
see.
Yeah.
I will change out the background then to be more elfy.
so I'm reducing my weight to be as little as possible, and so far my weight is at the point where Reed would be heavily encumbered and unable to move.
Oh my god.
and that's in my lowest section.
All right, so they live in these little cottages, sort of built into the side of the hill, and I'll try to get some cool music. Let's see.
Yeah, Darius is carrying 84 pounds on him right now. Reed would not be able to move.
Yeah, I'm at 65.3 after I threw my brewer's supplies and my bedroll on the cart.
Reed
But
has
see,
35.
if when Reed uses his charisma responsibly, he gets pretty much whatever he wants. Like whereas you guys, every social encounter is an uphill battle that I am shocked every time you get a nat 20 and it comes out as like a 16 and it's somehow still a success.
Yeah.
And I was like, for fuck's sake, this dude over here with his 30 charisma, he's rolling like natty 1s, 2s, and 3s. Yeah, I was like, damn. Oh,
Yeah,
well.
Reed's that guy that has a gun in every movie and closes his eyes when he shoots. You know?
Would never given you a firearm.
That's rough, son. That's rough.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right.
Yeah, that's his charisma. It's there. It's powerful, but it's not harnessed right.
Okay, we're gonna go with this. I think this will be pretty good. Okay, so Anna, what you know about Dusk Elves is they were one of the indigenous people of Barovia from ancient times. Much as the Americans and the British, came over and taught the native people their new way of life, the Dusk Elves were given such similar colonizational treatments. The Dusk Elves tried their best to live in harmony with these invading humans, and they were happy that the Kavani tribes had kind of been put in their place because the Kavani were incredibly warlike and hunted the Dusk Elves. But the Dusk Elves done fucked up, and long ago they angered Strahd, and they made him so angry that he had all of the women and the female children executed because he wanted the males to live on with the memory of what they once had, knowing that their race would eventually fade into nothingness.
Damn, he's harsh.
Wow.
Yeah. If an elf of the female persuasion of any species of elf is ever found in Barovia, they are quickly hunted down and killed by a servant of Strahd named Rahadim, who is a Dusk Elf himself. And it was Rahadim.
Oh, he's a fucking insult.
It was Rahadim who led the efforts of genocide against the Dusk Elf people at Strahd's behest. So they're down on their luck, downtrodden people for sure. And they now, this is all that's left of their people, are these scant few who live here on this hill southwest of Valakai, essentially working as, herbalist, animal husbandry, hunter-tracker type stuff, and then they just trade with the town and carve out a very sad existence. So, fun times. Also, the edict about elves applies to half-elves as well. So these people don't even try to have meaningful relationships with human neighbors because, you wouldn't want to accidentally have children and have them be slaughtered. So it's a pretty bleak situation for these guys. I don't know how much of the information you would pass on to the others. As the native Barovian.
She would pass along all of them, probably make a bunch of opinionated commentary about them being a broken people and not really worth it.
Damn. Damn, that's very, very Barovian of you. Yeah.
Darius would confirm that because I think last night he was overhearing that same info at the tavern.
All right. So, as you guys approach, there is flavor text and all sorts of other goodies for this. Let's see. Curse of Strahd. I love this adventure, but much like all WotC adventures, the organization is a little rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little rough. Like, you would think that these would be their own section, but they're actually tucked into the Valakai section, because it's, like, close to Valakai. Anyways. Alright. So, as you approach these houses, you see standing quietly in front of this house, bathed in the warm light of its lantern, are 3 sullen, gray-cloaked figures. Their angular features and black flowing hair half hidden under their cowls. And these are dusk elves. There we go. So, as you approach, they stand and reach for their weapons.
I'll step forward and show my hands and say, we mean you no harm. We are visitors to the Vistani. We just wanted to greet you, say hello.
Okay. They, the one in the middle nods. He looks to the other 2, and they both nod at him. And he he silently moves to this door and motions that you might enter.
I'll look back at everybody else and give like a kind of a crap eating like thumbs up and smile, and walk forward.
Okay. Right. Let me see. I don't know if they have a scene for the interior of this dude's cottage, so we will have to use our imagination. No! Alright. So as you enter, you see that this cottage is a combination like log cabin and sort of stone mortar, and the floor is dirt, hard packed, and it is built into the hillside, and so it is actually very well insulated. A fire burns in the stone hearth, keeping the room very warm, but it is the only light inside the house. It is extremely dark, extremely shadowy. The flickering flames illuminate a man sitting by the fire, reading a book. Looking around the hovel, you see that it is decorated and comfortable, despite everything. And there are wooden statuettes that look like they are like little elf action figures, but they are very, very old, and they have sort of a mysterious air about them, as if they might be religious relics of some sort.
And if he had left them in the packaging, their value would have gone way
Oh,
up.
for sure. Sitting in the by the fire, the figure looks up from the book and turns to face you, and you see that he is a horror to behold. His face is a ruin. I'm trying to grab him real quick. Trying to figure out where he is. Hold on. There's like so many NPCs in the campaign. I just try to keep track of all of them, but they wander off sometimes.
Crash, when you're using a container, does the weight of the do you add the weight of the container and the weight of the items in it, or is it just the weight of the container?
That mod should do everything automatically.
I don't know how to use that mod correctly.
Oh, okay. I'm not exactly sure how to help you. Hold on. I gotta grab this art for this
No,
character.
you're fine.
Yeah. Let's see. There we go. Mhm. Cool. It's like it doesn't exist. I will have to just explain to you in Theater of the Mind, even though I for sure had art of this dude. Let's see.
Just a quick question: with all the
Yeah.
talking that we've been doing, would that constitute as a short rest?
I found him. Like just spending an hour here. You need to do meaningful rest. So engaging in social stuff, walking around, learning things like that. That would not be restful.
Okay.
Only an extrovert would assume that socializing for an hour would be a restful activity. Which says a lot about your personality, I think. So, but yeah. Anyways, I have found the guy's art. It was buried deep in
I am
a
most
different
definitely
folder.
not an extrovert.
Okay, so you're just pretending, just imagining what it would be
Yeah.
like. All right, got it.
That's why I play D&D.
Darius
That's why I play
definitely-
D&D.
All right.
To play make believe.
Okay, so the man turns to face you, and his face is a horror. It is badly burned and melted. His nose has been cut away, revealing just two gaping passages into his head and sinuses. One of his eyes has been completely removed, leaving behind a cavernous hole. And where his greasy long hair does not hide them, you see that his ears have been chopped off. His one remaining eye is a blood red, and it stares at you.
Reed would try to hide his reaction, which I assume, and
Yeah,
no offense to
give me a
this.
give me a deception.
Yeah, hanging out with Tiernan and knowing Isaac, is it? All right, well,
Is it easier to deal with? Let's see. You do a decent job of masking your revulsion. Everyone but Tiernan knows, or doesn't know, how revolted you actually are by what you have seen. He seems to not notice one way or the other, so you don't come across as being rude to him.
okay.
All right. He kind of cocks his head to the side and says, "And who do we have here? Who is it I have the pleasure of welcoming into my home?"
Good evening. I assume it's evening. I'm Reed. This is Darius, and I say, and I'll introduce everybody that's there. We are adventurers. Recently arrived in Valakai.
He seems to brighten at the mention that you are adventurers, and he says,
Exclamation point.
I have a great interest in adventurers and those who are willing to brave the dangers and the unknown. Do you feel that you are skilled enough to take upon yourselves a great challenge of immense danger?
This is perhaps a little too much for Reed, who just wanted to see pretty elves, and
This is not what
get to
you're
see
getting.
pretty elves. He's probably gonna take a slight step to the side to let someone else speak.
So I have been warned by the Curse of Strahd community online that I am supposed to break character and give you an OOC, full meta warning about this guy's questline. This quest is very dangerous. Optional side content and high level. Full stop. All right.
We're turning back around.
But I just wanted you to know, like, apparently it's that important that I let you guys know because this is a sandbox game. Some people hear this guy out and then they're like, "Fuck yeah!" and then they try to do his quest, and that's the end of their campaign.
So this dude has an exclamation mark, but it's red and not yellow.
Yeah, it's a bright red. It is a bright red. Yeah.
You are not.
I will say greater risk, greater rewards, for sure. But I just want that I want that out there in the open. So that's all right. So he continues and says, "Well, are you such heroes?"
We can just turn around.
We are.
Yeah.
Not yet. As Reed just said, we are relatively new. We just wanted to get a lay of the land.
I see. How unfortunate. A lay of the land, you say? Yes. Perhaps I can help you. And then you'll remember my kindness. And be able to help me later on.
There's no reason we can't hear you out unless it's going to start some quest-specific timer as soon as we accept your job.
No, he raises an eyebrow and says, "Are you sure you're inexperienced?"
Inexperienced in this world.
He says, "You seem to know quite a bit about quest timers. Well, let me start by saying, have you heard of the Amber Temple?" And when he says it, it's capital A, capital T, and it's all in gold text in your UI.
Is that the same? We had heard some guards talking about some temple in the mountains that holds magic and
Yes.
stuff.
Yes, that is the same one. I need to go there. My magic, you see, it is strong, but not strong enough for what I need. If I were to make the pilgrimage, perhaps I could find the answers that I seek. Perhaps I could finally make right the wrongs of the past. I need a powerful escort to make the journey. My body, you see, is ravaged by misfortunes, and I am old beyond your human senses could understand. I need to see this through before the end, and I would be able to reward you greatly with spell and knowledge and my aid. Should I accomplish my mission, I would swear my service to you, even against the Dark Lord himself.
We will help you.
Yes, but not today, I sense.
No.
For your confidence is lacking. Your spirits are still dim. But knowledge is power. Perhaps I can give you some strength that you might survive the days and weeks ahead and make your way back to me. I will answer questions 3 within my capacity to do so.
Anna will look at the smart people in the group.
Who's that?
All right. Yeah, who is hold on.
Reed is average, not him.
Hey, in the 5th age of magic, I mean, guys, it's Eric. Eric is the smart one in the party.
There's average American.
Oof. Wow.
I mean, tell me if I'm wrong or not.
No, you're not wrong. You're
Damn.
not wrong. All right.
Damn.
Okay, well, I mean, you guys could hero huddle. I mean, You don't want to accidentally ask questions and then he'll answer them.
We'll be like, give us one moment.
These old school elves are very very face centric. So, and I will say, through the scars and the injuries, he doesn't look older than like his late 30s. So maybe all of the myths and stories about elves like remaining youthful and living for centuries are true.
Why grow old gracefully? Just be an elf.
Do we want to know anything about our destiny stuff from him? You think he'd know?
If he has some information on that, that'd be helpful. We know.
Irenia says,
Maybe you could ask him how he got all his horrible scars and injuries.
We could.
Is that
but
rude?
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, that'd be.
I
rude.
suppose if I asked him, maybe it would hurt less. But I still don't think we need to ask him.
I mean, asking about the reading we had would be good. Maybe some about specific things we're confused about. Maybe.
So as we open up our book that talks about our reading, we have something about a tree, evil tree, but that seems to be in Yesterhill. There's the werewolf den. There was the, I guess, place of was it subjugation or whatever in the castle, and then something about a dungeon in the castle.
Was it supplication?
I think it's
Or
supplication.
Subjugate. Okay.
Supplication.
Okay. Got it. Because two very different places.
Yeah. So wisdom was place of supplication in the castle. Courage was evil tree on the Hell of Graves. Mad Dog's crypt. Don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh, maybe he'll know that if he's.
And then werewolf. I mean, we have a couple of werewolf dens, and then our confrontation is. It looks like some dark pits in the castle.
So if we have 3 questions, what if one is if he knows where the werewolf den is? 2, if he knows what the Mad Dog is and where its crypt might be.
Well, we got information
You know,
of the largest werewolf den. I think Eric got that one somewhere around.
Perfect.
Somewhere around Lake Baratok.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's easy. All right.
I think he got the evil tree was at Yesterhill.
Yep, and we know that's south of the winery.
Yeah. I guess the place of supplication and the crypt are the 2 ones that are kind of unknown because those are both the castle, and don't know if anyone comes back from that shit.
Yeah.
As well as the pit.
Well, if he's a dusk elf and the Rodin guy is a dusk elf, maybe he's been in the castle.
Maybe.
I mean, it's a stretch, but
If you're a human, and Strahd used to be a human, maybe you're a vampire.
okay, fine. Like I said, it's a stretch.
Let's at least use
If I
2.
have scars and he has scars, maybe I'm actually a dusk elf.
All right, to be fair, there's very few of these guys around, so they do all probably know each other. And if what Anna told us is true, he definitely at least knows Rahadin.
Let's probably use at least 2 of those questions for.
Perhaps we just use those 2 questions as they are, and then
save
see
the
if
3.
those generate a third one for us.
Oh, okay. That works. Who wants to ask it?
All right, so how are we phrasing the questions? I mean, he said he'd ask, so I mean,
yeah.
In terms of, I don't think we need a persuasion check or anything, so anyone can ask it.
I mean, I guess I don't know how if there needs to be a specific wording for this, but like we had heard there's a place of supplication within the castle. Do you know what that is? Or
what can you tell us about
is?
it? Okay.
Yeah, what can you tell us about it?
Got it. And the next one's the Mad Dog Crypt.
And then Mad Dog Crypt. That also we don't know Well,
It
we
just
don't-
sounds like a rapper from the '90s.
I know,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, wasn't Mad Dog someone in GTA Los Santos?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was. I think he was in GTA. Yeah.
It sounds like a Mad Max character to me too. Like
No, that too.
All right.
Mad Dog.
You have your
Alright.
questions ready?
Yes,
at
we
least the
have.
first two. Yeah.
Okay.
So, what is the Mad
Uh,
Dog's crypt, and then where is this
All right.
place?
So
of
ask
supplication?
away. I need someone to officially, with confidence in character, ask this man the questions.
Okay.
Believe in you, Reed.
He's just been casually studying you, from his chair.
Has he introduced himself, by the way? Have we even asked
No.
him his name?
Nope. You have not.
Uh,
You might
Don't
have-
use that
Yep.
as one of the questions.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
So crap.
Yeah. So Tiernan, you put one hand over Reed's mouth and one hand over Irenia's mouth before they can say that. All right.
All right, Reed nods and goes, I got it. Okay. Yes, we are ready with our questions.
Then speak them that I might answer and help you on your journey.
We have heard mention of a place of supplication within the castle of Barovia of Strahd. Do you know of it, and what can you tell us about it?
I do. That is the chapel, once dedicated to the gods of light. It has been corrupted by the darkness of the devil's heart and this cursed realm. It can be accessed from the courtyard, or, of course, through the castle's interior.
Thank you very much. That was very helpful. Our second question, also pertaining to the castle, is we have heard of a Mad Dog's crypt. Have you heard of such a creature or man?
Yes, I have. His name's General Crowval Grizzlek, the Mad Dog, also called the Master of the Hunt. He was a servant of Strahd during the early days when they first invaded these realms. His packs of hounds would hunt down Kavani and Dusk alike and tear them apart, eating their innards while they screamed for mercy. His laughter would echo through the valleys, combining with the baying howls of his hounds. His cruelty knew no limits. He is buried in a place of honor in the crypts below Castle Ravenloft.
Thank you for that. That's very enlightening. One moment, please. And I'll.
Irenia's like,
Holy shit, this guy knows everything.
Yeah.
How do we get questions? Seven? Ah!
Don't you dare!
as she starts to finish it, Darius, you and you tackle her, and the guy says,
I'm sorry, I did not hear that third question. What was it?
One moment.
okay.
And I'll look at everybody else except Irene after I give her a pointed glare. Does
Darius
anyone
is just
else-
gonna be like, "Girl, you better not finish this."
Yeah. Did that spark a third question from anyone
It's
else?
like a lot of things.
Yeah.
A third? No.
Yeah,
Oh,
What if
sorry.
he asked about the Abbey?
I was thinking of Argon Vostal.
Oh,
Well, Argon
yeah,
Vostal would be
yeah.
a good
Either
question, yeah.
either him or the wizard.
Ooh,
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Although,
know about the
so
dragon.
the wizard is more recent, right?
So you are the
Oh, I
only
think Argon
you're the
Vostal
only
would be.
group out of the 3 Curse of Strahd groups that has found this guy, and I am so delighted for you guys because it is
All because Reed has seen Lord of the Rings way too many times. So he holds up 2 hands like a scale. wizard or Argynvost?
Uh,
Are you asking Crash to make you a poll?
A poll. Those don't go in my favor, so no.
No, I think Argynvost, because I think the wizard is more recent. I think
Yeah,
this
this
guy's
guy has
more
old
likely to
knowledge,
know
yeah.
about Argynvost.
Good call.
Well, what about the Abbey?
I mean, Irina can totally.
Same. I feel like that's kind of. I feel like that's human society and somewhat more recent, like what's going on there. So I feel like you'd be more likely to know more
about,
useful
like,
things
like
about
land
Argynvost.
history and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll turn back to the Khalasar. Was that right?
Well, he didn't say his name, but just the old Dusk Elf works.
Okay, so I'll turn back to the elf and Dusk Elf and say, our third question, our final question, is what can you tell us about Argynvost?
The dragon or the place?
The place.
Argynvost is south and west of here, as the raven would fly. Though a winding road could take you there as well. It is a place of sorrow and regret. The once mighty knights and paladins of the Order have fallen upon the corruption of this realm and of time itself. Human minds were never meant to live forever, and they come undone. Such is the fate of the great leaders of the Order of Argynvost. Their ghostly revenants bicker amongst themselves, no longer an organized force for good, but a confused and embittered collection of vengeful spirits whose rage is misplaced and misguided. One of my own has recently journeyed there out of a morbid curiosity. There could perhaps be remnants of power left to find, he thinks. But it is a dangerous mission. For the revenants could just as easily offer you aid as end your life. But if you feel you are one with a heart that burns with a bright radiance of good, it would set you on a path to great power, boons beyond your wildest imaginations.
You said one of your own had traveled there. Should we go assist them if we find them?
If that is what you would like. His name is Savid. You would know him, for he would likely be the only elf you encounter in that region. But he has a red marking upon his face, and his hair is cut short and spiky.
He lets out like a rattling sort of wheeze, and like those of you with medical training, you're pretty sure he's gonna die. And then he kind of comes out of it and says,
This has been a very exciting meeting, but I must rest.
He's giving me Rage Rare vibes. Is he gonna live?
Go forth, my blessing, and when you feel you are ready, seek me out. The secrets and the power of the Ember Temple will be ours.
Will you remain here, or will we need to track you down?
he looks at his broken, wasted body, and he says, "I don't get out much.
I figured, but
I will be here unless the powers that be decide my time has come."
And your name?
My name is Casimir Velikov.
Man, I should have asked him if he could read the language in my book.
I lean over to Darius and I'm like, we got 2 more questions out of him.
Yep. You gotta know how to play the system.
Now can I ask him how to get more questions 3?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Actually,
Hey,
you know what?
buddy, how do we get more questions 3 out of you?
And he says,
Knowledge is power, a great treasure that I hoard like a dragon of old. I would gladly share more secrets with you,
If we complete his quest.
but only if you. Oh yes, only if you complete my quest. This was like a free sample to get you hooked on my product.
Actually, you know what? That does bring up a good question. I think most of the people we've met here have only had a single name and like no last name. How'd you get yours?
Well,
Oh,
I
he
mean, a
says,
lot of
I said most people have had
Yeah.
single names, but like
he says
The tradition of Barovian culture is that only nobles have surnames, or commoners who can buy their way into the aristocracy. But amongst my people, surnames have always been freely given and earned.
similar to our culture.
I don't know what your culture is, but it is a good one to allow such freedom for its people.
yeah, a lot of celebrities have changed their names over the years, so
Thank you for your time and your counsel. You've been a font of information, and we appreciate it. We will be back, as Anna and Darius said, when we are able to undertake your. God, I almost said quest again. Your
My
Request.
quest.
yes, yes.
I hope you're right.
what is it they do in those RPG games? Level up or something like that? I think we may need to do that before we come back.
Perhaps a few times.
"Oh, he says,
It is a strange way to quantify it, but you have the right of it. There are some, from all walks of life, from all species, that have something inside them called the blood of heroes. It is a remnant from the age of the gods, when they would mate with their mortal followers, and the offspring, the demigods of that union, would be possessed of tremendous powers, strengths, and abilities. As the millennia and ages have passed, those bloodlines have become diluted, but they still persist, even into this age. Fast healing, incredible resiliency to harm, and minds that can accept and survive exposure to things that would destroy the sanity of others. The blood of heroes is a reminder of what could have been, of ages past. It is a mechanism to give mortals a fighting chance against the eternal chaos that waits for us at the edge of madness. You have this blood flowing through you. I can sense it. if you act in accordance with what fate has designed for you, you will grow powerful. Yes.
Darius would kind of look at everyone. It's like, I don't know about y'all, but in school we learned about things like Hercules and the labors and all that stuff. That's what it sounded like to me. Probably not the best example, but
Maybe more like, well, yeah. I mean, Perseus, Theseus, all those, Greek heroes.
yeah.
Trials by fire.
Mackenzie says, anime, all of the above. What?
You tried to
Anime's
get me.
anime's all about getting strong. It's all about getting strong.
Tried
It
to get
depends
me.
on which one. I mean, sometimes it's just like a slice of life, right?
It depends on the genre.
I don't know. I think even the slice of life ones, like tennis club, nobody hits a tennis ball like that in real life.
You tried to get me to watch.
But maybe
Some of
that's
those.
sports anime. Is that a different category?
It is. It is.
Oh, okay. I don't like the slice of life ones because somebody's mom always dies.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right. Are you guys done? There's honestly just more of the same. Very sad and depressed elves. Like that's
Yeah.
that's pretty much what they have on offer here.
Yeah. Reed is also visibly down, like as if you wanted to go to Disney World or something, and your parents instead take you to like Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, it's
Wow. Okay, it's not that much. It's not that much of a downgrade, but I mean,
I don't know what upbringing you've had. Chuck E. Cheese would have been
yeah,
fine.
damn. Yeah.
So
I thought it was more like they made you help out at the soup kitchen, like instead of taking you to Disney World. Because that's the vibe that I think I was trying to get across. These people are having it real hard.
Yeah, no, they're only as happy as people at Chuck E. Cheese's are.
All right.
So has any of these dust elves tried having children with the humans?
Oh yeah. I mean, Anna actually covered that in her spiel.
Or do you
That
actually
they-
ask though?
Oh god.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Do you ask this guy even though Anna already told you, or?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's
All
just
right.
thought.
Oh yeah. No. It was in the info dump. They don't even try having relations with their human neighbors because
Yeah,
they
because
don't.
half
they don't,
elves count.
Yeah, half elves still count. And if they had a female offspring, it would be hunted down and killed.
Only if they found out.
Yes. You've
Look-
hit upon a very popular Curse of Strahd character trope. The secret female dusk elf. How
Someone-
many do you think there are? As many as there are Aasimar and Dragonborn on the Sword Coast. Let me tell you.
So my next character cannot be a female elf. Gotcha.
No, if you want, if you want to live
okay.
that life, we're playing a Curse of Strahd game. It's the only time you can do it. So is to have a secret dusk elf female. Yeah.
Correction. If I don't want to play this game on hard mode, as if
Oh.
it isn't already on hard mode.
Yeah.
Harder,
So
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like where you
so-
restart the game on Nightmare.
Yeah.
So South Park Fractured Butthole, right? If you wanted the hardest difficulty level, you slide it all the way to female dusk elf on
Yeah.
your skin color. Yeah, you slide it all the way to female dusk elf.
Yeah.
There are no children whatsoever, like even little boys, right? Or
None. Yeah,
none.
none.
No children. Okay. So
No, this genocide happened a long time ago.
So those children have grown up.
Yeah. Okay.
What is the youngest looking elf that's still around?
This guy.
They all look the same.
Wow. I can't believe you said that.
Wow.
Let's
Look,
see.
When you heard it once,
I have
you heard it
another
1,000
purchase
times.
pending, correct?
And Darius just
Okay.
nods his head to what Eric said.
All right. I thought you were donating money to their community because they're so downtrodden. But all right. As far as like how they look, they are described, and the popular interpretation is they are like the dark elves of Elder Scrolls. So they have kind of an ashy gray skin, red eyes, and they're very emo. So yeah, if you were looking for other examples of how they look, what is the official word for the dark elves? Dunbar? No,
Dunmer. Yeah.
Dunmer, yeah. So yeah, they look very much like Dunmer from Elder Scrolls. Okay. I guess
as we're leaving,
everybody
Darius will
slowly,
just give him
yeah.
a handshake.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for your time.
All right. As you go to shake his hand, you can see that he's unsure whether to grab the hand or the wrist. But then when you just go ahead and grab his hand, he nods and says,
Good luck in your journey.
Thanks.
You have lost much and will lose more, but you must never lose focus on what matters most to you.
Wise words.
and then he kind of turns back to the fire. All right. I guess I should ask, and I feel so blessed that I don't have these kind of players, but I'm gonna ask,
blessed.
like, while he's now turned facing the fire, away from you guys, deep in contemplation, does anybody try to like pickpocket or rob this guy's hovel?
Jeez.
Because you do see that there are a number of beautiful artworks and statuaries, adorning the walls and shelves.
Did these other
Are we
elves
inside
leave?
his hovel?
Well, yeah, this meeting took place inside his hovel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will peruse them, but I'm not gonna try
Okay.
to take anything.
Yeah. So they basically just look like unpainted, action figures, like the $300, $400, $500 ones that you would order from a specialty site online.
How do they compare to the best ones we saw at the toy shop?
Oh, this is work that's done by ancient people who had a decade or more per piece to carve them. They're absolutely exquisite in every way. The more you look at them, the more you wonder if they will start to breathe and move and dance and fight on their own. They are so expertly crafted.
This is some Toy Story shit.
Yeah. The paintings depict what you think is Barovia, but in a time when the sun still shone upon the land. And the paintings are absolutely exquisite in their craftsmanship and their workings. And there is a picture of a female elf.
Who's that?
Oh, do you ask him from his reverie?
Just says it out loud.
Oh, okay. Without turning to face you, he says,
That is my sister, Katrina.
and I got art of Katrina. There we go.
Oh, damn.
Totally good off, good upstanding individual vibes.
All right, so you guys head out.
Yeah.
Okay.
As we kind of step away, I just say thank you for indulging my silliness.
No, it's not silly. I was honestly curious about it too when I heard about it.
All right. I guess you guys have this conversation as you walk northeast back towards the western gate of the town to have your magical shopping episode that we mostly took care of already. Does that sound right to everyone?
Yep.
All right, sweet. All right, so I will hide all these cuties. There we go.
In order to afford my armor, I sold my jeans and bought like some just regular ass pants.
God damn. All right.
Did anyone...
somebody in the party can sew you some pants now.
Ah, yes, I know. That's gonna come up.
someone might have to hold the pants for him while he's sewing them, but who's ever gonna... Okay. So
Sorry, quick
back...
question. Did someone buy
Yeah.
the rations that were in the stockyard? So there's only like one that you can buy.
Alright, so I'm gonna say that it was an hour to go talk to the elves and an hour to get back to town. So it's 4:30 in the afternoon now.
What?
Alright.
Oh man, what weapons do the companions currently have?
That's a great question. What a great question you're asking me right now. I'm gonna take a look at those companions right now. Alright. Alexei has a rapier and a short bow and some arrows for his short bow. So he's doing pretty good for himself. Doing pretty good for himself. I guess I should make sure he's. Him NPC. I don't keep track of ammo on NPCs. Hold on. I have to give him a real short bow. That's a great question. There we go. Feed it arrows and good. So he's taken care of, I guess, unless you wanted to buy him something fancy. Like he won't stop you. So, if you.
Can you give me ownership of him?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. That sounds a little problematic. I'll give you access to his sheet. But
You know what I mean.
do I? I don't know.
And we got what?
Yeah.
Izzy got the leather armor. Is that what we decided? The extra leather armor we had.
I ended up giving it to Darius.
Okay.
All right. So Izzy's situation. Izzy is
Yeah, she's got a cane.
currently has a cane and no armor. I am gonna level Izzy up though. All right. So she's been here a while. We're gonna give her actual humanoid hit dice, so she'll be up to 3d8s. She has a +1 from her constitution, so it'll be 3d8 plus 3. All right. Give it a shucka, and we'll say that she has 18 hit points. There we go.
Nice.
All right. And then her CR rating is still at 1, sadly, because reasons. All right. Let's see who else is here. Matthew. Oh, can't tell you Matthew stuff. Let's see. Mackenzie. All right. So Mackenzie is going to level up as well. So she will be 3 d8s. She has no bonus from her constitution though. All right. And their stats will increase once you guys hit 4. You haven't hit 4 yet, have you?
No.
No. Yeah.
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 Hey, wait a minute.
Damn it.
That doesn't sound very honest.
All right.
Damn it, I was tricked.
All right, so we'll put her at 15 hit points. There we go. And she has an eating utensil knife. Come on, get her a fucking dagger at least. She's got 10 bullets left in her handgun, and she has her fist. And she's wearing leather armor.
Is that their eating utensils?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Darius
okay.
gave him the one that he had from the manor.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's it, right? Oh, well, Irenia's not slotted for anybody, but Irenia has a dagger, a hand crossbow, a rapier. She has 14 silvered crossbow bolts left, and she recently restocked to have 20 crossbow bolts. She also has a healer's kit that she recently restocked that has 10 charges on it.
Does
And
Alexei have the strength to use a heavy crossbow?
she is wearing leather armor.
He's pretty strong. He's got a short bow.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I've got this heavy crossbow that I don't want to have to carry around, so I'm just looking at who I want to give it to. Does Eastmark have one?
I think he has a heavy.
Alexei would have the same proficiencies as a rogue, as far as his weapon proficiencies and armor proficiencies.
I don't remember if rogues are proficient in heavy crossbows or not.
No, I don't think so. I think just light and heavy. Or sorry, light and hand.
I mean, he's got a short bow. Short bow's pretty good. So.
I don't know if the other companions have it, but in the item directory under survivor abilities, I just built some stuff for companion actions like duck, stay close, and threat gain.
Oh, beautiful. Let me go ahead and make those available to everybody.
Yeah, so you can just add those, and then if you just click the die for it, it should roll the stuff.
All right. Oh, so companion gain threat, companion duck. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. And there's a healing surges item. I guess I should put that. You need a hit dice thing for Alexi. Let me add a hit dice thing for Alexi real quick.
Speaking of healing surge, I'm gonna use mine for my broken hand.
Okay. Your NPCs have like a way to track hit dice, right? Is that on your sheets or no?
Not really.
Okay, I will get those for you. I thought I had added them to all the games, so.
Like they have it in their inventory as NPC hit dice, but that's about it. It's not.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not the same as like player characters where our hit dice.
Oh no. It just can't be unless I were to like get like a custom doodad or whatever. But,
yeah.
all right. Let's see.
Why did I do this?
But if you do have a way to see X of Y or whatever, that's what I was wondering.
I like the note you have on the shield that's in the cart right now. Yeah.
All right, so let's see. X, so Alexi has 2 hit dice. There we go.
It'd take forever to heal that thing.
Darius and I were able to heal our broken bones pretty damn quick.
Darius has like this ridiculous healing power, though.
That's true. I have a little bit less than Darius, but I'm almost done finishing my second broken ankle.
I am pseudo Wolverine.
I'm halfway there.
After our next long rest, I will have no more broken ankle, and my other 2 wounds, as long as I can make my con check, will be gone. So I'll be back to I'll be a regular old boy.
All right. Am I correct in looking at this that you guys have 4 fate points? Like 4 characters have fate points in this party?
Yeah. Darius hasn't
That's
died.
incredible.
Yeah,
The
I
only
haven't
person
either.
who's actually died is Eric.
Nightfall's down to 1
Oh my god.
Sucks
for the
to
whole group.
suck.
I thought they had it better than us.
No, they've never had it better than you, except the fact that
have guns.
they started with big guns. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
our and Jesus don't seem to give a shit about big guns though.
I just assumed.
They were too overconfident because of their big guns.
I guess so. All right. So where do you guys want to head to next?
I mean, I assume we spend like the hour when we get back to town, like shopping. and
Oh
taking care of all that
yeah. So it's
stuff.
gonna be evening time for sure.
Yeah.
So
We should probably rest here before we leave and get stuck outside while it's dark out.
Let me buy one more thing. Sorry.
yeah, no. Please do what you want to do. Make your plans. All that. All right. I am here.
Shit, I think I might just leave my backpack on the cart most of the time.
What time does Blinsky's closes?
Blinsky's would probably close. I don't think he'd really keep the shop open too late after dark. So probably 7, like an hour after dark. He'd keep it open.
Well, everyone else is taking care of their stuff. I guess he'll bring like Mackenzie with him. To
Okay.
Blinsky's.
All right.
It doesn't have to be full role played, but essentially he's going to be asking of like, what do you know about making prosthetics?
Oh.
And
Blinsky.
he's bringing Mackenzie because of her medical knowledge, in case there's anything that needs to like be fitted.
Yeah, sure. Blinsky definitely knows about that. He says, this is a dangerous place. People losing things all the time. Eyeballs and fingers and hands and legs and minds. I can replace almost all of them except for the last one.
Then he'll show him his stump for his left arm.
What is a person but a toy?
There's a lot to unpack with that one, but I'm not the person to do it.
What do you need to replace?
Yeah, and he'll
Is
show him
it
his
your
stump.
hand?
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you hoping to get out of it? Would you like a hook like a pirate?
Wait, you know what a pirate is?
Yeah, sure. A pirate is like a bandit on the water.
Huh.
I read about it in children's storybook. There was a little boy who never grew up. I think he might have been an elf. And he liked to steal children because he was lonely. But there was a pirate who did not like him very much. They were trapped in a world that they could not escape from.
Darius looks at Mackenzie's like, isn't that the story of Peter Pan? Huh. Okay.
Could you imagine something so crazy? A world where one person is in charge of it without even realizing it, and they trap everyone there with their antics, and then they have this desire for adventures that forces everyone to do things that maybe they didn't want to do? The book tried to make me think the elf was the hero, but I think the pirate was the good guy. He just wanted to go home. But he was trapped there with the elf and forced to fight him all the time.
If Darius is looking at this dude's eye line, is he looking into like some invisible camera or something?
He's looking at you, right? Just like that.
Okay.
Just like that. Okay.
Okay. Interesting. We have
Interesting if true, but I think it was just a story.
Yeah, we have.
Anyways, this pirate had
Stories.
Hook on his hand. I could put Hook on there for you.
No hook. No hook.
No Hook. Don't you want to be able to do stuff with it? Oh, I could give you pinchies. Little pinchy progs on the end. You move your muscles and make the pinchies.
Sure. Something that's a little bit more. Something that is a little bit more grabby and stable would be fun.
Yeah, I make you grabby pinchers like crab.
That actually wouldn't be bad. Sure, let's work on that.
Okay, I will need to take some measurements.
Yeah, he'll show him his arm.
Okay. All right. So, he will go ahead and take some measurements. He does say
It will take me several days to make. You come back in 3 days. I will have ready for you. It might be a little pricey. Do you want it to be tough and strong?
Yeah, we're gonna be gone for a few days anyway, so I'll be back and hopefully with some funds.
All right. It sounds good to me. Let's see. You are very friendly and very nice. I will try to make it as cheap as possible, but budget for like 10 gold pieces.
Sure, sounds good.
Okay. Okay. Do you have favorite color, Crab?
Just keep it black.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Blinsky.
That will be like a scorpion. Very spooky.
All right, so you head out.
Yep.
Okay.
As you do, he says, don't forget, if you figure out the secrets of bringing toys to life, make sure you share them with me.
I'll keep you in mind.
All right.
And actually, as he's walking back, he'll just have a quick conversation with Mackenzie of like her thoughts of everything that they've heard so far.
Yeah,
and
she says, yes, yes, he does look exactly like Jack Black. Yes.
I thought so too.
Okay. All right. Is that what you were gonna ask me?
The shit they were saying back at the tent, saying that you guys don't matter because we're the heroes. That's all. That's all.
yeah.
That's all bullshit.
I hope so.
I'm gonna find us a way out of here. One way or another.
Okay. Where do we start?
That's a good question. But it seems all these stupid roads lead to this Dark Lord, so I don't know how much we want to actually talk to him or whatnot.
How do we even go about talking to him? It sounds like he hasn't left his castle in what 40 years or something? Now I have a question. Did Mackenzie go to the toy shop with you guys previously or no?
She was there.
Okay.
The Baron said that Vasily guy lives here as well. He works for the Dark Lord. But he also said not to trust that dude, which I definitely don't. But I also don't trust the Baron. There's a lot of fucking sketchy ass people around here. So I really don't know where to go.
Back home, did you trust a lot of people?
No, not really.
Okay, so at least we have that. Alright.
But I don't know. He's probably our best connection to the Dark Lord, if anything. Maybe I'll break it up with the others.
Okay. So you guys, I guess, meet back at Le Tavern?
Yep.
Alright. Alright. So you guys are at the tavern. What is your course of action? Here
Is
at
Eastmark here?
like Eastmark would need to be back, right? So let's see.
Oh yeah, we can ask him how they went with the Baron, right?
Yeah. Hold on, let me go grab that real quick.
All right. Hopefully, last shopping question. Did anybody
Sure.
did anybody buy the alchemy newbie book?
I don't think I have any more funds to buy that stuff.
Okay.
Gave you everything I had.
After selling my pants, I have enough to where I can get that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the newbie alchemy book.
Ooh.
After selling your pants.
Sold your pants to become an apprentice apothecary. Alright.
Tale as old as time.
Not the first time.
Alright, I'll go ahead and share that with you real quick. Let's see. Daybreak crafting. Alright, you're gonna be a little chuffed because there's only 7 recipes in there and you already know 2 of them. But, hey. It like that when you buy a pack of magic cards, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
yeah. Alright, there you go. Okay. So, yeah, you guys arrive at the tavern. Eastmark is there, and he is drinking at the kind of booth in the corner. Rictavio is kind of sitting on the stairs playing some music. You see that there are 2 rowdy boys here, and they are being a little rowdy with two ladies who are. You get the feeling that these girls are like putting up with them, but maybe like not having the best time. That's happening, you know, kind of near your table.
Reed's gonna look at Darius and kind of, you know, do the chin motion, you know, over to, or I guess forehead motion over to the guys and the girls. Should we intervene?
Why?
I mean, you wouldn't want to be harassed, would you?
I'd take care of it myself.
Do they look like they if things came to, you know, worse, that the girls would be fine?
I mean, it's hard to say. Like, you don't think anything untoward is happening. You just think that these guys are just being frat boys, essentially. This very frat boy behavior.
I'll just keep an eye on
Tiernan
it.
isn't gonna. Yeah, same. Tiernan's not gonna intervene, but he's gonna with 20 perception or whatever it is. Keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
All right. So Danica comes by, takes your guys' order for food and drink, and leaves. You do see that there are 2 dudes at the bar. They both look. Whoa, no, that's not a dude. Hold on. 2 dudes at the bar. One looks like a grizzled, bald mountain man, and one looks like a grizzled, greasy mountain man. They both look scarred and like life has continued to beat them the fuck down. And they are nursing some drinks and eating some steak and potatoes. All of their equipment seems to be wolf hide and wolf part themed, and they definitely have the appearance of being hunters. You see that the quiet drunk is drinking quietly in the corner. So you can get a progress report from Agatha and from Eastmark.
Just to kind of finish up the thing about the 2 guys, Darius will say, I had heard in the tavern that, I guess those are the Watcher boys, that lady's sons. Seems they're in pretty hot water with Irwin. If they keep fucking up and harassing girls like that, then they're gonna get kicked out, so probably want to keep that in mind.
Should we try to curry favor with them?
I mean, if we want to meet with their mom, maybe.
Alright, Reed will go up to Danica while they're getting the progress report and buy a bottle of the cheap wine, which I know is still probably going to be expensive because of the shortage.
Uh-huh. Okay.
How much gold should I get rid of?
Let's see. With the current shortage, even the cheap bottle of wine is going to be 1 gold.
Okay. I will do that, and I will wait, until I get it, basically, then bring it over to the boys with a couple of glasses.
Okay.
While that's going on, Reed would want to talk with Irwin and Danica.
Okay. All right. We're queuing all this stuff up. All right. Anyone else got any tavern stuff before the progress reports from Agatha and Eastmark?
I want to get a progress report from Agatha and Eastmark.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see.
Same here.
Stacking everybody. All right. So we'll handle it one thing at a time. First, we'll go with Agatha. Agatha tells you, "Oh, well, I spent a lot of time with that man over there. His name is Richard, and I think his whole family died. And I think he's just drinking himself to death over their loss. Just a real sad fella. Wasn't interested in any sort of romance or relationship type things, but he did talk at length about his boy, his wife, the life he had that was lost. Mostly vague things. Said that they were taken by the darkness. But what I did get from him, and you see a yellow question mark appear above her head, or sorry, yellow exclamation mark appear above her. She says, "What is that? He is definitely a fan of those who fight evil. When I told him I was a ghost hunter, he really gave me he stuck it to me. He asked a lot of very difficult questions about ghost hunting. But I got it all figured out, I did. And then, he was very curious about Strahd Zarovich and the Castle Ravenloft, and what sort of apparitions I've faced in my many travels as a ghost hunter." Yep.
Did you fill him in?
I did. He seemed very impressed.
So well, he should be.
Oh. Yeah, Eric?
Yeah, yes.
All right, so she's finishing her report. Reed, Danica sells you the wine. and says, "Enjoy," and then you kind of head over to this table.
Yep.
All right.
And
As you approach, the washer guys let out raucous laughter, and the women let out nervous laughter. And then the one guy with the scruffy beard, or trying to grow a beard, the stubble, he says, "Oi, and that's what I said. Hey, finally, she's a pussy cat. Am I right?" And then the other guy just starts beating his fist like into the table, and tears are streaming from his eyes. And then he says, "Hey, that's our sister. Hey, don't be spreading those kind of rumors. Oh." All right, and then everyone at the table turns to see you when you approach.
I'll give a smile and try to look, boisterous and frat boy-y. And ladies, gentlemen, I'll sit the wine and the cups down and say, "You two look like somebody I would very much like to meet. Reed Sterling."
All four of the people blush because they're not sure who you were addressing that at. And then this guy, he takes the bottle from you and says, "I don't remember ordering another bottle. I'm not paying for this."
Of course not. It's on the house from me to you as a gift.
And who's me?
Reed Sterling, new to town.
Oh, that's a fancy name. You some kind of gentry or noble that we haven't heard about?
Well, my story, I'm sure, is far less interesting than your own. You two look very, well, as I said, interesting.
You got a good eye then, because we are interested.
And is there an extra seat at the table at all?
Yeah, sure. You can pull one up.
Yeah, I'll kind of pull one up and try to take the guys' attention off the girls and give them a little wink. The girls a wink, and just chat up the guys basically, and see if I can't get some info about their mom without saying, "Hey, tell me about your mom."
Seeing that you have arrived, the girls share a look, and then this girl says, "I'll need to excuse myself for the restroom." And then the other girl says, "Me too." And then they both head outside to the outdoor restrooms, never to return.
Yeah. Well, that will give us more time to talk and for me to get to know such fascinating individuals.
Okay. All right. So you're trying to get information about their mom. All right.
Yeah. Build them up. Flatter them.
Sure. Give me
So your mom, is she like hot or something?
Yeah. Give me a persuasion or a charisma investigation.
Ooh. We'll do persuasion.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So I'll just give you sort of the rundown. Their father is very sick and bedridden. Their mother has stepped up and begun running the estate. She has political aims, and if they didn't know any better, they would think that she's going to make a bid for rulership of the town. That's the way she talks and the way she carries herself, and the big plans that she has for the town of Valakai. And they're proud of her for being such a strong, independent, working woman, and they think the world of their mother.
I would love to see the estate and meet your mother, of course. And it sounds like we could both be, and this is all completely non-sexual, that we could all be very good to one another, or good to know each other.
Okay.
They say, she's always looking for talented individuals. Yeah, I mean, she's got this one man that works for her, Ernst. He's a real son of a bitch, but gets the job done for sure.
Yes, we met Ernst. He invited us to dinner at some point.
Oh,
and,
sounds like you already have it in then.
Well, and I'm sorry, I was so fascinated by you two that I did not ask for your names.
Oh, I'm Carl, says a stubbly guy, and the other guy says, "I'm Nikolai, named after my father."
Well, pleasure, Carl and Nikolai. I hope that my friends and I motion to the table, that we can meet you all for dinner sometime soon and get to know each other better. And
Oh,
I'll
sure,
just
sure.
bros shake their hands, enjoy the wine, and go back to the table.
All right. They are drunk enough, and their egos have been stoked enough that they don't even realize that the women are not coming back. All
They're
right.
not.
So while that's happening, Darius, you approach the Erwin Martikov and Danica Dorokova.
We're doing so well, bro. I know, bro.
All right. As you approach, they both turn to you and give you meaningful looks, but not the kind of meaningful looks that two swingers would give you at the bar, but like, you know, the looks that two quest givers that are sharing the same quest would give you.
He'll kind of take a seat at the bar. So,
Okay.
we took care of that issue with the girl and gave her back to Aragol, so our slate's open.
Oh, Danica says,
That is great news. That is wonderful to hear. So you're ready to assist us?
Yeah.
Nothing else will stop you. Nothing will get in the way. You leave tomorrow morning?
We leave tomorrow morning. We came back and purchased supplies that we think we may need, so...
All right. The journey should take you about a day and a half.
Is there any... You said that your father... Looking at Erwin, you said that your father runs the winery? Is there anyone that's helping him, or... Anyone
Yes,
who we know that's there?
my sister, her husband, their 4 children, and my 2 brothers.
Could we get like their names and stuff like that? So
Oh!
if we see them, we can at least tell them that you hired us.
Sure. Yes. So my father's name is Davian, and then there's Adrian, my brother, Elvir, my younger brother. Adrian is my older brother. Stefania, my sister. Her husband Dag Tumskew, and then there are 4 children. Do you need their names as well? All right,
Sure.
Claudio, Martin, Vigo, and Yolanda.
If you could put those in chat, that'd be great.
What are you talking about? You don't have keen mind? What are you? What? All right. Yeah, this
No
feels like
IRL keen mind. Like
this feels like a handout. Oh man. All right. Okay. I'll paste it in the chat. All right.
Most
I
appreciated.
will assume that Danica writes it down. For
Yes.
me. Okay.
Either that, or he's immediately gonna go back to the table and tell him everything he knows, so he doesn't forget.
All right.
All right. Cool.
Okay. So
And
as you head,
we're still going for the same rate, right?
Erwin raises an eyebrow and says, "Yes.
All right.
If you complete the task quickly and bring me back information, you will be paid. And if, God's forbid, something terrible has happened and you are able to help them, well, the reward will be substantial."
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
And he'll extend a hand to shake on it.
all right, you guys shake on it.
And he'll go back to the table and tell him what he learned.
All right.
did they pay us the first half?
Now it was 25 now, 25 later. Is that what they said?
I thought it was
So-
50 and 50.
Yeah.
50 and 50 because you were willing to do it right away, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah.
And it was going to be
Yep.
lower if we took our time and didn't accept. So that's why we wanted to rush back.
Right. Okay. That works for me. Okay. All right. So as you approach the table, Eastmark is going to fill you in on how his day went. He says, "Well, I turned in Bluto to the authorities. Ezek listened to the whole story, and he was taken into custody. They actually gave me to share with all of you 15 gold, essentially for doing good work for the city. He, I don't think things will go well for him, but I don't think he will be executed either. I got the feeling that they don't feel that the crime against the Vistani is all that noteworthy, but we will see what happens, I suppose. Or not. Not really our business anymore. Isaac wanted to know what progress I had made looking into the washerwoman and disappearance of servants and whatnot. Do you remember this coming up?
It came up at. Wait, no. Their maid, I think, told us that they were missing some servants. I don't think it came up at dinner.
Well, he seemed to think that we were going to help with this or something. I don't know. I was like, no. And then he said,
Oh, I see.
so I'm not sure exactly where he was going with that. But yeah, that was it. I didn't get to see the burgomaster. And then I ran some errands down here. How was your day?
Gentlemen?
Okay. And he says, that is a terrible story, what has happened to the Dusk Elves. Truly, the Dark Lord is a monster. I feel that if any were to doubt his cruelty, you need only remember what he's done to those people. It is strange to me that those who were so reviled and so punished by him would live side by side with his chosen people, the Vistan. Hey, wait a minute, who's this guy? As he points at Alexei. He says, yep. Oh, this is the one that Ergo told you, Ismark blushes and looks away and says, I don't mean that you're all reviled, I just mean that you're all servants of the devil. Oh, this is awkward.
He means your people are misunderstood quite a bit.
Irene says, no, I think we get it. They work for the devil. It's pretty, I mean, there's not a lot of wiggle room there. You either work for him or you don't. I mean...
Thanks, Irina. Very well said.
There's other people that work for the devil that are kind of cool, you know, like, I don't know. Could be anybody that I'm thinking about.
Von Holt.
I don't know. So, yes, that is our day, Ismark. And then there was a lot of shopping. You missed out on all the shopping.
To answer your question, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. I think Strahd has the Vistani around the Dusk Elves to keep an eye on them. Just in case they think they're doing anything.
Alexei says, yeah, of course.
That reminds me, can he show Alexei that old book he picked up in that weird language to see if Alexei recognizes the language?
Sure.
So I found this the other day, and I can't make heads or tails of it. Can you read it?
I didn't disclose to you what the book was
No,
written
you
in,
said it
did I?
was some exotic language that we'd figure out later.
Oh, okay. Let's see. He looks at it and he says, "I'm sorry, but I don't know this language."
Thank you. One day I'll figure out what it is so I get that language proficiency.
I don't
Most
know.
of the time, things in this realm are relatively easy to understand. It's said that long ago, Strahd performed some sort of magical rite or ritual of understanding to allow the people within the realm to communicate easier with each other. Such is its great power and mastery of the arcane.
And his answer, like he doesn't have any tells, picks up of like deception or lying or anything like that, does he?
I mean, you could try to insight him.
Yeah. Okay. Just straight up with a typical wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
All right. So everybody's caught up. Every loose end in the tavern is dealt with? Question mark. What do you do now?
Got a big day ahead of us. Guess we rest.
Okay. So the goal is to rest and head out of town in the morning.
Hey, all.
Okay. All right. So with that, you guys would gain the benefits of a long rest at a sanctuary. So you would re-up your buff of well rested.
Hey.
Hey, and I'll take you to the overview of the town real quick, and
Uh,
I'll advance the clock to tomorrow.
So I have no wounds, so I can get rid of internal bleeding, I believe. Except for this one.
Yep, I was able to get rid of both of my other wounds. I've got my foot left, and I'm gonna spend some hit die on it.
Can Tiernan do a medicine check on Eric?
Yeah.
And my water exhaustion goes away.
All right, I have to ask. Agatha is gonna try to come with you on this journey. Do you?
I'm all for it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let me apply the well-rested condition to all these jabronis. There we go. Let's see.
So we're bringing the old woman with us.
Just got a cart.
So we're breaking the old woman with us.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? You gonna steal this woman's cart?
No, it's just that, I mean, who's gonna protect her just in case?
Hannah points to Tiernan.
Okay.
Do what?
I have that. At 8. So.
All right.
So I think you guys shouldn't be able to see everybody's hit points anymore when you mouse over them. I think I
Just their
got that.
names.
Okay, cool. All right.
No, that's
I don't know. I always
Yeah.
think seeing the bar kind of makes sense because like you can look at somebody and tell if they look
Oh,
fucking
see what
injured
their
or not.
see what
But,
their health
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I think numbers no, but I do like being able to see the bar.
Like general
Yeah.
condition, yeah.
When I switched to
It's like
10,
how much blood is splattered on someone's face in Dragon.
yeah. When I switched to 10 in April during the spring break or whatever, I'm gonna install the mod where you get a general sense of somebody's health, but you never see like
Perfect.
the numbers.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
there's a mod for that, but
health
I don't want
estimate,
to. I
believe
don't
it's
want to.
called.
I don't want to fuck around with my very delicate ecosystem until.
Yeah, I like
it's ti-
that
yeah.
about like the Pillars of Eternity game, where they don't
Mhm.
tell you like how many HP the enemies are on, but they tell you like injured, barely in, like,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
not-
like barely alive.
I've never had a DM that was so transparent about like monster health and stuff, but I'm loving it as a player in Abomination Vaults. Like I feel like I can make much more tactical decisions by
Yeah.
kind of seeing the general state of things, right? Like if we swing on a dude and we do 20 damage and that HP bar barely moves, that makes a big difference, right?
Mhm.
On whether or not we stick it out. So yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
think that it's something it's on my to-do list to add, but I am waiting until Foundry 10.
Yeah,
So.
I believe the mod's called health estimate.
Health estimates.
Yeah,
All right.
I think that's what it's called. But yeah, it gives descriptions of like if this is uninjured, barely injured, injured, like barely or near death, and like stuff like that. And
Yeah,
like and
yeah,
it starts
that's
the
the-
color code like when it starts becoming like more red as they go lower in health.
Yeah, I
Beautiful.
like that.
All right, so I'll take you to the overview of
Wait. We didn't check in on our favorite character.
which one?
From
Oh.
Mordekov.
All right. So as you say that,
Oh, we have a toy to give him, don't we?
Yeah,
That's
so
true, we do.
As you say that, you feel somebody standing behind you on the stairs, Tiernan, and he looks down at you and he says, "I hear you've been asking around about me.
I have. We
Well, man up, say it to my face."
Sir Brum, we have attained for you the item that you requested.
I see. You are a good vessel. Show me what you have.
And we pull out. It was the description of what we bought was the grossest,
Yeah.
most horrible toy. I think we decided it was like a live action operation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You bought him the live action operation. All right. His eyes go wide with childish wonder for just a moment, and then they narrow again into the heavy lidded, mob boss expression that he normally has. And he looks over at his mother nervously, and he says, "That's pretty good.
Oh no, I'm trying to stand between him and Mom so that Mom
Ah.
doesn't see.
Yeah, we'll keep it in the bag." And he kind of takes the bag from you and says, "You've done good work for me today. I will remember this."
Of course.
That's a done deal.
Brom will remember that.
You may go forth into the world with my blessing, and you receive the boon of Brom Mardukov.
And everybody, I am so sorry. Reed is supposed to go to the orphanage before we
This
leave.
is going to be Reed's second night out on the town by himself. Yeah, nothing bad will happen.
He'll
It'll be
ask
fine. It'll be
Ismark
fine.
if he wants to escort him to the orphanage.
Clever.
Yeah.
Clever boy.
Okay. Irenia says, "I'd love to go with you to the orphanage. That's great." What Ismark says, "I'm going to go to the orphanage with Reed. Do you want to come?" And she says, "I'd love to go with you to the orphanage."
Irina, actually.
Wait, does anyone else want to come with us to the
maybe-
orphanage?
Maybe.
Darren, come to the orphanage with me. There he is. That's wonderful. We'll make a whole night of it. It'll be so fun.
Sure.
Worst wing woman ever.
Back home. Back home.
Yeah, of course. Everybody, even you. Yeah.
So the whole party.
Even
So the whole
me.
party.
Even me, okay.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I'm legitimately doing this for mechanical purposes for Darius's street smart, so he can add stuff to knowing public locations.
That's fine. That's fine. Reed will
All
have
right.
other opportunities.
Tiernan, I'm adding the boon of Brom Marderkoff to your character sheet.
Hell yeah.
It should be in your inventory somewhere. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we're heading back outside.
I'm so sorry.
All right. All right. It's already like 7:30 at night, so it's very spooky outside. As you start making your way through the town.
Well, Reed has plenty of protection.
So, is anybody not going to the orphanage?
Well, that's good. Otherwise, you might get Ismark pregnant.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
And
done.
even half Ismarks are hunted by Strahd's minions. So, as we learn. Wait. All right. So, okay. Agatha is tired from a day of investigating and is going to retire early because she knows it's a hard day tomorrow. So she's not going to go with you to the orphanage. But is everybody else going? Are you going, Anna? Is everybody going?
Yes, she would go.
Man, now I'm thinking we probably shouldn't have clicked the long rest button before we left.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I actually-
Cheaters. Oh my goodness. All right.
No, it's just Reed that's the cheater.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
fair enough.
to be fair, I actually don't get anything back on long rest because I'm not missing any hit points and I don't have spells, so I didn't use any abilities, so I'm good.
If we could have short rested during that time,
Oh, but I do have
before
my
we left,
exhaustion back. Could you add 1 level of exhaustion, or can I do that? Because
There should be there should be an item called exhaustion. You should have access to it
yeah,
in the items tab.
that I do still have now.
Actually, that
Okay.
would work if we have taken a short rest at the tavern. Then I get back everything, so that's good
Okay.
on me.
yeah. The only thing for me is I will still have not my broken ankle because I would finish that over the short rest with
Oh,
hit die, but I would still have the other 2 wounds that I had. But
All right. As you arrive at the orphanage, it's very dark. And let's see. You see a relatively well-built brick and wood structure. It looks like the exterior, it's not that it is crumbling so much as it was never finished. So it looks like they started to cover it with like a nice plaster sort of exterior to cover up the bricks, but then they were just like, that's a lot of money and work for orphans, so they didn't finish it. Yeah, so as you approach, you do see that there's lights on inside, and you hear the sounds of children coming from both the first floor and the second floor.
All right. I try to hide the giant sack of toys behind me and knock on the door.
Well, like Sandy do.
Yep,
Sandy.
exactly.
Reed,
Okay.
do you need someone else to carry this sack of toys
There's
for you?
stuffed animals.
Yeah, but how many?
I think I only bought like 10, I think, or
Yeah, I
20,
think it
10 or
was
20.
10.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay. So when you arrive and knock on the door, this woman answers the door. She recognizes you immediately and says, "Oh, you really came. Oh, I had almost given up on you.
I'm so sorry for the late hour.
It's all right. The children, because it'll be about 7:39. The children are mostly getting ready for bed. But you're welcome to step in if you need to.
Yes, please.
Yep.
And I'll
Here, I'll go get the. Yes. Just come inside. Just come inside. And so she ushers you guys inside the orphanage. So we'll go to this scene right here.
Theodora might end up being my B team member or companion.
Let me adjust size for the scene real quick because everybody's so tiny.
Theodora, how have you not want to be a orphanage worker and want to be an inventor instead?
All right, so she
Don't know if
runs
the benefits
off.
will be good.
She runs off to get the headmistress, Claudia. All right. While she's running off to get Claudia, you get some flavor text. All right. The front hallway is wood paneled and dimly lit. The wooden floors are old and worn. Okay, I guess the building is kind of old. My bad. I was under the impression it was relatively new. Oh, maybe they repurposed. Yeah, okay. So they repurposed a building for this. Got it. And the steps of the main staircase sag with age. I guess they definitely repurposed this building. A pile of children's shoes lies by the western wall, almost as terrifying as children's teeth. Looking out into the main living area, you see that it features an old couch, a few mismatched stuffed chairs, chest crammed with worn toys, and 2 small dining tables surrounded by chairs. There are 3 girls currently putting away toys. There is an older boy who has a toddler on each hip, trying to soothe them, and it looks like he's heading towards you guys. He passes you and gives you a sort of weak smile, and then heads up the stairs with them. And then there's a boy and a girl that are playing tag, chasing each other in circles around the furniture, as an older girl shouts at them to stop roughhousing, it's time for bed, as she is corralling a pair of toddlers. The room is a den of chaos and noise. All right. A woman approaches with Theodora from down the hallway, and she look kind of mean. I'll be honest. She got a mean look to her. She looks at all of you and doesn't smile, and she says,
So these are them, eh? These are the ones that you found to help us. These are the so-called heroes that have come to make things right for our orphanage.
And Theodora says, aye, yep, that's them. Here they are. I've been asking around town. They're called the Walking Dead, and apparently, they are mercenaries. Anyways, I'll let them introduce themselves. All right. And Headmistress looks at you and says,
Well, out with it. You're here are you to help or what?
Of course, Headmistress. I am Reed, and as Theodore said, we are the Walking Dead. This is Tiernan and Darius and Eric and Anna and Ismark and Irina, and I just named
I don't need your whole family tree.
I brought
There's certainly
gifts.
a lot of you. If you can't solve the problem with this many people, you shouldn't be mercenaries.
Yes, we. Well, Ismark is an excellent investigator.
Sure.
And I give her this. I also brought these, and I whip out the sack of toys and kind of, bring them out.
Just whip out my
Oh.
sack and I
Whip
show
out
it to
my
her.
sack of
Oh,
toys.
these are from that Blinsky crazy guy. Those are terrifying toys.
I tried to find the least morbid ones I could, and there's no sharp bits on these, at least. Nothing scary and jiggly.
Theodora, could you and Milovage clean these up? Maybe, make them less terrifying. We're having enough nightmares as it is.
and Theodore says, of course, ma'am. And Milovage is taking care of bedtime. I have to admit, he doesn't seem to be feeling so well. He's really under the weather. And she says,
That's because he works too hard. At the church all day and here all night. And I've heard you working him pretty hard after hours.
and Theodora blushes really hard as
Oh my!
yeah, and says, I'm gonna take these to the office. All right. Headmistress Claudia says,
All right. I'm gonna put it straight to you. I think there's some supernatural stuff happening. There's some real spooks happening around here, some real scary things. And it's good that you're, what was it? Dead hunters, ghost busters. You bust ghost. Good. I think we might have some ghost.
I heard from Theodore that you had some difficulty. Could you tell us maybe of?
All right, I'll run you through everything that's happening. You just, all 50 of you could just sort it out. All right. So, one boy dead, fell out the window. Second floor, broke his neck. Also, all the glass shredding his body. That probably killed him also. I don't know which it was, but it was terrible. Shortly after, 3 boys went missing. Did they run away? Or something more sinister? I have a couple of boys got in trouble at the last festival. They're still in the stocks, if you could believe it.
Yes, we pled for their case with the Baron, but as you could imagine, he was a little more obstinate.
Yes, well, we do the best with what the Morning Lord gives us. And they gave us that guy. All right, so. All right. Well, I don't know about the missing kids, but it would be great if they could come back. And I don't know exactly what happened here, if it was a child suicide, a terrible prank gone awry, or something more malicious. I hate to think that children might harm each other.
All these, the missing boys and the dead boy, did Did they all share a room?
Well, yes, there's a room for girls and a room for boys. I don't know what the bards and the elves tell you, but there's 2 genders.
I just mean maybe there's
You hear Izzy whistle under her breath. You hear Izzy whistle under her breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe there's some hex or talisman in the room.
Oh, you are a spook hunter.
Have there been any problems with the girls as well, or is it only the boys?
Oh, everyone's having trouble. One of the 3 boys that ran away was actually a girl named Myrtle.
I'm sorry, what?
One of the 3 boys that ran away. There was actually, one of them was a girl named Myrtle.
So, just
So it was 2
for
boys and a
curiosity's
girl that
sake,
ran away.
why would you have said 3 boys then? Just curious.
Well, people care a lot more about boys than they do about girls.
Really? That's usually the opposite.
The opposite where?
I guess back in our world.
Oh.
So 2 different rooms. So that's not a common factor.
Well, let's take it one step at a time. I did find something spoopy. I'll be right back.
And she totters down the hallway.
It's quite the woman there.
Yeah. And did you catch the thing about Theodora and Milovaj?
I did. I'm not sure why it matters, but
So
Yeah, not going to unpack that.
So they're having a relationship. Just shrugs.
Just, yeah, no judgment.
Here I come. I'm coming. Down the hallway. Alright, I found this empty locket. It's pretty spoopy, right?
And she presents to you a spoopy locket.
can't just describe it like that. You have to let us make
Oh.
our own assumption.
All right. So you see a locket that is open, but has no picture inside, no contents inside. And it has a dark silver chain that runs to a clasp.
Do we notice anything? I believe the technical
There
term
is
hinky.
an inscription on it, but it is in strange characters.
And I guess it doesn't match my book either.
No, it does not.
Okay. Alexi's here. Does he or Irina or Eastmark recognize the language?
I don't believe any of your number know what this is. If anything, it looks like they made writing out of constellations. So it's a bunch of circles with lines running between them.
Does the writing does it look like it was part of the locket, like inscribed, or does it look like it was like scratched in there later?
Ooh, it is engraved with
Okay.
with an inscription in a language that I don't think any of you would know. Given your origin.
Do you know where you found this locket? Was it by in the boys' room, or by one of the by the body, or?
Oh, I found this in the boys' dormitory.
Do you mind if I hold on to this for a little bit?
If it would help in your investigation, take it.
All right,
I will add it to your character sheet.
Thank you, and hopefully it's not 5 pounds.
Let's see.
it's a super heavy locket.
It's deceptively heavy.
All right.
It's made out of meteorite.
Let me see. Did it come over? Yeah. All right. It has a negligible weight.
Oh, perfect. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Do you guys mind if we check out the? Oh, actually, everyone's gone to bed, right? So it's a bad time to look at the room.
Well, they're currently getting ready for bed. But yeah, I mean, if you could ask.
If it's not too much trouble, headmistress, can we check out the boys' dormitory before they?
Ooh, that's
go to
gonna
bed.
get them riled up, but All right, let's hurry it up then, before story time is over.
Yeah, we'll leave the toys down here, of course, so they don't.
Of course.
All right. So,
We've already took the toys from you. Pay
Yeah.
attention.
My apologies. A lot going on.
Oh, so you think you have a lot going on? There. I had 3 boys go missing. 1 was thrown out a window. And then I've got some in the stocks. Can you believe it? After all this time. They're
You're
just
right.
children.
Yeah.
Before you go, or before we continue, were there any adoptions from any old women?
Adoptions from old women? Oh, I would love for that to have happened. We haven't had
Oh
any.
shit! I know where you're going.
We haven't had any adoptions recently. Are you interested?
Absolutely not.
Oh, such a shame. But probably for the best. You should only adopt a child if you really want one. I worry sometimes that some of the children are only being adopted to be used as free labor.
Or food.
What did you say?
Nothing.
He was clearing his throat, I believe.
Yep. Just if you see any old women selling pastries of any kind nearby, keep the kids inside.
Oh, well, there was a woman selling pastries. Theodora picked up some. We split them amongst the children tonight with dinner.
Oh,
Everyone looks at
Oh!
Anna.
Theodora! Get back down here! Go! Get back down here!
and Theodora comes back, and she says,
Tell them about the pastries you bought.
and she says, she looks at all of you, and then she sees Anna, and she says, "Oh, well, I bought them from her.
Eric face palms so hard.
They were delicious. All the children loved them.
They have
You charged me quite a bit for them, I'm gonna say, but I thought with what terrible things have been happening, the children needed something special to cheer them up. I went into my last savings to pay for them.
They have a sedative in them that is probably best not for the children. How much?
Wait, you stole us poison?
Not
No, no,
poison.
no.
Just there's a
Yeah.
calming sedative that.
Then what's wrong with that? Getting a little sleep? They could use it with all the nightmares they've been having.
They tend to develop attachment to them, and that might not be the healthiest for
You
children.
selling drugs?
No,
Well,
no,
I'm
no.
gonna have to report you to the
No,
burgomaster.
But
Theodora.
no, but
Theodora. But nothing. But
I
nothing.
would like to personally reimburse Theodora your savings for the pastries, Anna.
He looks at Tiernan's armor and says that's what it paid for.
How much did
We
you
were
spend?
selling drugs that we're
No.
feeding the
It was
children.
a bad first
And
batch.
then using it to buy. Oh, it's a bad first batch. Oh, but
Yes.
it's still a bad batch.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
No.
it's a bad batch.
Milovich, story time's over. I need you to escort these people out of our home.
No, please, please, we
you,
want to help.
you hear
and,
children make sad sounds.
and we're your best. We're honestly your best bet, headmistress. We are interested and we want to help. Theodora, how much did you spend on the pastries? I would like to reimburse you.
But it was 12 gold.
12, and I'll hand over 12 gold.
Okay. Claudia watches this exchange with narrowed eyes and says,
You can't buy my silence.
Of course not. You do what you feel you have to do. Of course, I understand. But we do want to genuinely help you and the children. I'm very sorry for what occurred earlier. That was not intentional. Please accept our apology or consider
I'm
our
gonna
apology.
need to see a real whopper of a persuasion check, or this quest line is over.
Oh, crap.
I would be fine with you using a fan's bow.
Yeah.
Seeing
No,
as-
real
All right.
Seeing as how we dug ourselves into
now.
this.
All right.
Drug dealers.
What is what's
It gives you
Animals
advantage.
to children.
advantage? Okay.
Yeah, it gives you advantage.
That is shift click? Is that
Yes.
Maybe next time I just won't talk about it. I just won't bring it up. I'm sorry.
You guys have way too loose lips with these NPCs, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was asking a genuine question.
I am curious, IRL, if you frequently run into issues where you say too much and then get beat up by people. Like,
I don't know about getting beat up, but
oh, wait. Oh, man. You know what? I don't think I want to know. Live your own life. Live your own life. But try to stay safe, okay? Try to stay safe. Loose lips sink ships, okay?
I believe that. I hope that rolled with
Okay.
advantage.
Yeah, she says, I'm gonna keep an eye on these kids, and if they get sick from your pastries, I have a witness. We're going to write to Isaac Strahd, and we're going to turn you in. Now, I understand that people in your line of work, you do anything for money. You're whoring your ass on the street corners, and you're selling drugs, and you're doing all sorts of crimes. But maybe you can make up for it by helping solve this spooky mystery.
Of course, that is very important to us.
Yeah,
As well.
just keep reading the story.
I love this lady.
Yeah, me too. Headmistress, if we may, escorted by Theodora, of course, go and see the
Oh,
dormitory.
you'll be escorted by me. She's got a lapse in judgment.
Of course.
All right. He leads you upstairs. As she steps on the first step, she says, "Any other confessions you want to make before we head upstairs?"
We're not from this reality.
Oh God!
Eric.
Please don't.
It's a joke.
All right.
I'm
so you
sorry.
guys-
He fell on his head quite a few times.
I'm just laughing because
You see?
last episode you said that less is more.
All right.
Trying to be a people person. Okay.
In the back of the group, you hear
Mm.
Irenia talking to Izzy and says, "You just can't take him anywhere. He just runs his mouth constantly, like never stops talking. Always just blah blah blah, putting all of our business out there for everyone all the time. Ugh, it's the worst."
Yes,
Uh,
can you imagine?
Ooh,
Hey Reed, why don't you focus on your spooky detective work, huh?
well, you focus on your spooky detective work, you stupid redhead.
So, as you guys are heading up the stairs, you reach the second floor, and you can see that it is very homey. It is like if Grandma opened an orphanage. They have done some art recently of all the children making handprints in the leftover plaster that was, from not finishing plastering the outside of the building.
God, this is gonna go Omen real quick, isn't it?
Yeah, you see some of the names. You got Felix, Marisol, Jury. Anyways, all right. So, she says, "All right, you want to see the girls' dormitory first or the boys' dormitory?"
I think the boys.
All right.
And is that where the boy fell?
No, right there. And she points to the end of the hallway where there's a nice picturesque window that is all covered with a tarp and stuff.
Oof.
Well, it's not very picturesque then.
Well, it used to be a picturesque window, like a viewing window, like a
Yeah.
nice, to look out. Yeah, the perfect window for a child to fall out of in a spoopy investigation. All right. So she says, "All right, here's the boys' dormitory." And you look in. You see it is a small room, containing, let's see, 3 bunk of beds. And as you look around, you see that the windowsill holds a quartet of small figurines that have been assembled from twigs. Very Blair Witch.
Yeah, finding a hex talisman is going to be really hard in here because everything's creepy.
She says, "They used to have some action figures from that Blitzky guy, but they were too scary. So I took them away, and then the kids started making their own out of sticks. Much better."
It's very creative. Uses their imagination.
Yes, yes. She narrows her eyes as she peers at you and says, "You've got good instincts with children, for a soft boy."
Well, Adrian and I were planning on. It doesn't matter now, does it?
Oh no! Go on, soft boys and men who love men. They're a great source of adoption. You want a boy, a girl? How many kids should I put you down for?
Because, as you know, safety is important. We are not currently at as adventurers or mercenaries. It's not the safest place to or time to take on a child, as you know. But...
Oh, of course. Sorry. I'm always in business mode. All right, well, you got a few minutes. Take a look, I guess.
All right, so I figure, I guess, do you guys all want to maybe, each roll our own little investigation?
Darius will stay in the hallway.
Well, I will take a group investigation.
Ooh,
so, essentially, one of you could roll with advantage.
That should not be me.
To represent everyone's efforts of working together. All right.
Eric.
I could perception to point out where you should investigate, maybe?
Oh no, this isn't a skill challenge. It's just literally if everyone rolls mathematically, of course you will succeed. The idea here is if too many cooks are in the kitchen, you ruin the meal. So this would basically be two of you are putting in the effort, but one to represent everyone trying, one person rolls with advantage.
I can do it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, knock us out.
All right.
Oh, that reminds me. How do we subtract a fan spell? Because I used one.
I already did it.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, good thing that you had some help there, Eric. You start looking around the room, and you see that there are runes scratched onto one bedpost on each bed.
Alexi, do you recognize these?
Oh, okay. So Alexi looks at them and his eyebrows shoot up and he says, "Oh, that is not something I would ever want to see on a child's bed. This is infernal, the language of devils."
I'll point that out to the headmistress.
And essentially, infernal, it just looks like harsh, like sharp scratches, kind of forming into sigils and runes and stuff like that. He says they say dark dreams.
Can it be?
Wow, how serendipitous that you were given a Vistani ally to
right?
I kind of wondering why he knows this.
They are far travelers. All right.
Can they be removed?
They got towns in hell. Just saying, they got towns in hell. Can they be removed?
Like, can you scratch it out?
Yeah, you'd have to sand it down.
Okay, like Alexi, would that break whatever, like the rune?
And this is on all 3 of the bunk beds that are in this room.
All right. Headmistress...
Alexi says, "I don't think that they have power. I can't see magic or anything like that." But...
Ho!
Huh?
But I can.
You can?
You can?
I drink I pull out a little eyedropper and I drip some oil into my eye.
Oh shit, okay.
And I use my arcane eye oil.
Oh, okay. You see that there are lingering effects of magic in the deepest cuts of the runes. Also, you detect magic coming from the locket.
The locket is magical, and there used to be. It looks like it's fading now, but there used to be magic in these runes. I don't know how often they're refreshed or whatever. If that'll bring the magic back.
Then, headmistress, I would recommend having, Milovaj or Theodora sand these down, get rid of the runes, and keep a lookout for this symbol elsewhere.
Yeah, this is bad news. All right. Well, there's 4 more rooms. We've got the older boys, the younger boys, the older girls, and the younger girls, and the toddlers. So it's 5 rooms. I want you to check all the beds now.
Yes, yes.
Of course.
Also, earlier you said there were 2 rooms. Seems like every time you describe what's happening here, your story changes somewhat.
She's an old woman.
Are you sure?
You said there were 2 genders.
We must have been mistaken.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe
Yeah,
you did too many drugs. Don't do your own product. That's the first rule.
we'll look at the girls' dormitory, the younger ones. I guess since they'll go to bed first.
You're just all over the place now, aren't you? Well, this was the older boys' rooms. We should have started with the youngers. All right, younger girls' room is over here across the hall. All right.
Is there any way to tell how long these runes has been carved?
I wanna keep an eye on each
Gosh.
one as we see to see if one of them looks
That's
newer
like
than
some
the other.
that's like some forensics level shit. I don't know without like science tools if you would really be able to know how recently. Well, I see what you're asking. They are relatively new. That's a good question because they're not worn by time. They don't have dust accumulated in them and things like that. So yeah, they are relatively fresh.
So
yeah,
like raw wood, yeah. Like,
yeah. I was being too particular. I was like, the exact amount of time? No.
I just wanna know.
Yeah, they're
2 hours,
Yeah.
4 minutes.
yeah, immediately I was like CSI. I was like, yeah, these were made approximately 16 and a half hours ago. And it's like, okay. No, they are relatively new. Yeah, they definitely weren't a part of the bed. Yeah.
And another question, Headmistress, has there been any recent arrivals right before these troubles started?
Oh, yes. There were a couple of new children. Felix, and Donovan, and Mila.
And the
Chris?
troubles started with the boys, right?
Well, yes. A boy fell out that window. Do you see down the hallway there with the top?
Yes, that was the first.
Behind that top is a window. It is broken.
Did the nightmares though? They were first with the boys.
Oh, that's been happening to everybody. Even Milovage has been having them.
Okay.
What he's done, boinking Theodora.
Yeah,
You think
Theodora
you think
has
after all, you think they'd be sleeping soundly, but he's doing real bad. He's got bags under his eyes, and it's not just from their furious lovemaking.
And is Theodora out of earshot?
You assume that she is downstairs helping Milovage with the children and keeping them distracted. You know, they're on a strict routine. This woman's very strict. It's a very strict routine. Yeah.
I don't mean to cause suspicion, but is Theodora beyond reproach in this?
Beyond reproach?
Like,
Well, I mean, she bought drugs. I haven't forgotten that.
accidentally.
It doesn't matter. If I accidentally stabbed you in the neck, you'd probably be upset about it.
You, of course,
Or
you
are
speak
you
true.
into that, you sick bastard?
No, of course
Oh,
not.
okay. All right.
I
You
just
never know in Barovia.
want to make sure that of course, you trust her implicitly.
Of course.
Okay.
We're dealing with children. The most precious thing in the whole world.
And
The greatest treasure.
yes, they are our future. And
But
Felix, Donovan, and Mila, they, I don't know, do any of them seem different, off?
I mean, Felix is definitely, oof. Yeah, he's a creepy kid.
Can we meet Felix?
Yeah. There's
Well-
probably down there at story time.
All right. Does someone want to come with me to story time while someone else checks the rest of the room for these markings?
Eric would go with you.
Okay.
I will keep up here.
Wait,
since I have
Eric,
magic sight.
Eric, who's the only one who has a good investigation, is going to stop
Oh
investigating
no.
to go have a social encounter.
Perhaps
with the child.
Eric and Tiernan should stay.
Darius
Okay,
will
I-
go
I-
because he's not going to be
Well,
useful to say.
well, Tiernan, if you can see influences, I'll just use that word. Perhaps maybe we should all investigate
Although
and then all
I guess
look at the
if
boy.
I can see the magic, I can just see where the other carvings are. Like we don't necessarily need
Okay. Okay.
Eric up there, so I guess
Sure.
Eric could go down. But
True,
All right.
I can see shit.
All right.
And I also, Tiernan, I do want you to look at the boy too, just in case.
after I find the rest of the carvings.
Yes, of course.
Okay. So you guys head back downstairs.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I guess I'll try to find Milovaj and Felix.
Maybe I should like grab all these kids because it's like a ton of kids. Let's see. All right. Yeah, we have everybody assembled over here for bedtimes.
So
Wow,
we've
that-
all seen the SSS, right?
Which version?
Oh,
It's the same story, I'm assuming. Yeah.
if he looks like Reagan from The Exorcist, I think Headmistress would definitely know.
Okay.
Maybe
let's
she doesn't
see.
have good eyes.
Mhm.
We've also
No.
all seen Scary Movie 1 to 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Oh my God. Okay. What's the best way for me to do this without mucking everything up? Sure. Yeah, I'll put you guys over here. Hold on. Let's see. I'll just do a camera bat because I don't know who's where, and if we need to, camera bat will explode into adventurers as necessary. That seems like a good way to handle it. Yeah. Transform. And then all the pieces of bat
So
fall
our
off. and they turn
Voltron form is camera bat.
It's camera bat. Incredible.
Love it. Their powers
Uh,
combined.
Let's see. Orphanage. First floor. All right.
I just realized in Captain Planet Reed is the power of heart. Super useful.
I mean, honestly, most useful, but also problematic. All right. So when you get in here, you see that they are reading to all these children, and the woman says, "Children," and then they all look at her and they say, "Oh, good evening, Miss Belasco." And she says, "Ahem." And they say, "Headmistress Belasco." And she says, "You're good kids. How's everyone feeling after those cupcakes and meat pies?" And they all say, "I feel very sleepy, but very good and happy." And she says, "Oh, I bet you do." And she looks at all of you accusingly. And Milvaj says, "Well, don't worry. We will continue the story. I think we get extra time for story time tonight. So, yes." And he looks around. He says, "Do I know you?"
Does anyone else just see the roof?
Yeah, I see the
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you really only see the roof?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. My bad. All right, hold on. Why would they?
I mean, I took a regular
Oh.
camera bat for the stream, but yeah, I was seeing the roof. earlier.
Weird. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll just delete. Did he not set the roof up properly? Oh, okay. That's good to know. How about now?
There we go.
Yep, good to go.
Okay. All right. Cool. Oh yeah. So there's a ton of kids. He's sitting on the couch. She's on the couch. It's like they're holding babies. And he seems to be reading from a storybook. And yeah. So
This one right here is very disconcerting to me.
because he says unaccustomed child, or because he looks so weird?
Both, yes.
Yeah.
And because of how long he is in comparison.
Oh no,
Te-
AI.
Teeth grow in. Yeah.
All right. Well, what about this one? This one's pretty cute. This is a premium child right here. Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
It's a cutie.
Okay. So you do see that Milovaj does look tired now that you're kind of looking at him. Like he looks like he's got heavy bags under his eyes. Maybe he's just overworked. Maybe he's not getting enough sleep. Maybe Teodora bonking him too many times, too hard every night. You're not sure. But
Can you
he
get art
definitely.
from?
Yeah. There you go.
He looks like a young Mads Mikkelsen.
Sure.
But at
Yeah,
least
he
of
he
age.
does
He looks of
he does
age.
say to you guys, do I know you? Have you been into the church recently?
Not yet. I don't believe.
Not here.
All right. Anyways, did you need something, headmistress?
And she says,
Yes. These people, they're just looking at children this late at night for no reason at all, other than maybe, who knows?
and then children start to murmur,
Maybe we'll be adopted.
and they all try to sit up straight, and they all try to look like really cute, and it's very
And
heartbreaking.
all of them succeed except for Unaccustomed Child.
Unaccustomed Child is going to use good for something, and he's going to roll a persuasion on you, specifically Tiernan.
I'm upstairs.
Oh shit! All right. Well,
That's-
he rolls a respectable 11, so he might be adoptable. I don't know.
Is Felix down there?
I mean,
see?
certainly not as cute as some of these other kids, though. Certainly not as cute as some of
Literally
these other
every
kids.
single one of them.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I typed into the AI generator. I was like, extra cute. People would feel bad if they were murdered.
Oh!
Yeah. So.
Oh no!
All right.
Oh, you're gonna break read.
All right.
Yeah. Do we see? I don't know how to say this. A creepy child that
I mean, other than Unaccustomed Child, you do not. You do not.
Okay.
But
Headmistress.
does Unaccustomed feel otherworldly creepy?
Oh, the headmistress says,
I can't help but notice Felix isn't here. I wouldn't want him to miss out on meeting our guest.
and then Milovaj says,
He said he wasn't feeling well. He should be upstairs.
I'm gonna get murdered by the possessed kid.
Yep.
and so as he says that, let's go upstairs.
Oh no!
No.
Where Tiernan is getting murdered by the possessed kid.
All right,
You told-
Tiernan. Getting murdered by the possessed kids.
I thought we were going
Alright.
to the winery, y'all.
I'm sorry. I don't mean. To
Are
be-
you though? Are you? All right, let's see. Tiernan.
Technically, we told them we would start on their job tomorrow. We're still
Yes,
good.
we're still good.
Yeah. As
We
long
did.
as you whoever survives tonight will go on the
Go
adventure
to the
tomorrow.
winery. Yeah.
All right. I'm assuming that the roof will be broken on this map as well, but I will give it a shot.
Wait, where's Anna?
Nobody's on that previous map except the bat, so yeah. Oh, are you asking where Anna is?
Yeah.
I don't know.
First?
I got the impression that only Tiernan was there. Is anybody with Tiernan to also get murdered? Going once, going twice.
She
Weird.
probably would have stayed with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought Anna loved
He
kids.
doesn't love kids. Yeah.
Not these
Yeah.
kids.
Not these kids.
Oh,
What
man.
is that supposed to mean?
I know. Jeez.
Man.
I mean,
All right.
Children. Oh man.
All right. Let's try to get you guys over to this this other map. Hold on. There's just hundreds of fucking maps. So even with the ones being stuffed into storage. All right. Do you just see a roof, or do you see a room?
You're good.
Okay.
Nope, yep.
All right. So you come into this room, Tiernan, which is full of babies. Yeah, that's right. Fucking babies. Yep. This adventure, they're not afraid. They're
Oh.
not afraid. They're not afraid of anything. They're not
Yeah,
afraid of
baby
anything.
jokes are
And
gonna
that
be a lot
kid
less
is
funny.
holding the baby.
All right. No, there is an older girl here. She's in her late teens, on the cusp of adulthood. She seems to be caring for the babies. When you come in, she is afeared, and she says,
Who are you? Why are
Oh,
you here?
It's okay. We're investigating some of the strange things that have.
Are
that
you
have
a
been happening
werewolf?
here. I am not.
I've heard that men with scarred up faces are usually werewolves.
Oh no, that's not this type of scarring. It's different.
Oh, I apologize. Are you and your daughter looking to adopt? You should
we're-
speak with the headmistress.
We did. She sent us to look around. There were some.
Oh,
She said that there'd been a kid that had jumped out of the window.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he jumped or not. I hate to think that life could be so terrible that a child would end their own life. But
I don't know. I think maybe it
I
was
think
the.
maybe there was roughhousing and the 3 children involved ran away. That's
You
my
don't.
theory.
You don't think it was the dreams?
She looks
And
nervous. What do
I
you
would
mean
say
the
I want to
dreams?
watch. I want to watch for a reaction when I mention the dream.
Oh yeah, she immediately blanches and says, "Well, there have been terrible nightmares.
Yeah, I think.
Even the babies."
Don't worry. I
And
think we
that's
might
when
have
you
found a
notice
problem.
lingering magic from each of the cribs. And you go and you see the same runes on each crib.
Tell you what. Maybe it's. Look at these cribs. Maybe here. Let's take the mattresses out of these, and we'll put them over here on the rug for now. Let me take a look at these
Do you
cribs.
think that will help?
I think it might.
I am trying my best to learn all about babies and medicine. I am going to try and become an apprentice for Lila, the herbalist.
I've met Lila actually. I have
Is
a
she
I have a
looking for
friend
an
of her
apprentice?
in my party. While I bought a thing from Lila earlier, did I notice that she needed an apprentice?
Yeah, it's a one-woman operation. I mean, she's very busy. So
She certainly looked like she could use help.
Could you put in a good word for me?
I'll tell you what. I have a friend that is her friend, and I will have that friend put in a word for you.
My name is Sophie, and I am almost a grown-up.
Excellent. How long would it be until you were looking for this apprenticeship?
I would feel terrible leaving the babies, but I would love to get out of this place. There is a darkness that hangs over everything lately.
What's what we're trying to deal away with.
all right. She helps you move the mattresses, and then do you move on to the next room?
Yes. We're gonna move the mattresses over here. We're gonna make a note to tell them to wear and to what is that called? Sand off the things on the cribs as
You
well.
put painter's tape on it and say, "Fix this."
Yes.
All right, fair enough.
I use my last modern day token to pull out my red Sharpie, and no.
Okay. All right, so the two of you head into the toddler's room, and it's not very well lit, so I guess one of you would need to light a torch or something. Is that all right if I light a torch off of one of you?
Or
Lantern?
I could use my elf sign. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. All right. So disturbingly, all of the beds, all the bunk beds in here are also marked.
So in the other room, you said it was only.
No, every bed so far has been marked.
Okay.
Yeah, everywhere you've
Okay.
gone. Yep. So this is the toddler's room. There was the infant's room. You're gonna be so mad because there's way more than 2 rooms. All right. So then you. She has a lot to keep track of. Okay. Then you go into. Let's.
Do they all look
see.
to be? I know I can't read Infernal, but do they all look to be sort of in like the same
They seem to be
handwriting?
the same things over and over and over again.
Okay.
Yeah. Dark dreams over and over and over again. This continues in every room until you reach the young boys' dormitory. I'll take you over there.
What room is this one over here? With only
which one?
2 beds.
With only 2 beds, that is elder boys' dormitory.
Okay.
Okay, that's our 10-minute warning. Alexa, stop the timer. All right. So as you go into this room, you look around and you see that there is one bed that does not have the carvings on it.
Interesting. Is there anything to me that would indicate what child specific beds belong to? Like, are they labeled or?
It is this particular bed, and there are drawings on the wall, and the drawings are all of rather grisly and morbid scenes of sort of childlike, stick figures, dying horribly.
We found
Lots
Felix.
lots of red wax being used for the blood. They are signed Felix, and as you are looking at the bed, the only bed that doesn't have the markings, you see in the ceiling is a hatch.
Interesting. Is none of the two like because this is bunk beds, right?
Yeah.
So neither of them are marked, or just
The bunk bed here that Felix shares with some other child, does not seem to be marked. In fact,
okay. So it's not like each.
the
It's not like
other the other
this-
bed, the other bed is well made, so well made that you think that no one slept in it in a while.
On the other beds, was it on the other bunk beds? Was each like strut going across labeled, so like one for each mattress, or was just the bunk bed as a whole labeled?
Just the bunk bed as a whole.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been in a different place on each one, but it has been carved onto each bed, except for this one.
Okay. Anna,
Yes, Tiernan.
how do we feel about that hatch?
It's closed.
Yeah.
She goes up to open it.
Oh,
I
okay.
I go to hold the bed to make sure it doesn't like collapse or anything. I don't know how good these are.
Okay. All right. Okay. So as you go to do this, immediately you feel the music change.
Good news, there won't be a TPK and just be a partial.
All right, you pull it down, and you do see that it leads to like an attic crawl space.
She motions for Tiernan first.
Okay.
I take the torch from her and put the torch up in there by itself first.
Is everyone able to see through camera bat or no?
Oh, we can see them.
I can see the room. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. I don't know. Lex felt like they had to have their own camera bat, so
Yeah, for some reason I wasn't able to see through it. That's why I put.
Oh, weird. Okay. Okay. So you.
So yeah, I stick the torch up through the hole first, and then assuming nothing happens to the torch,
Oh,
actually.
I will have my hand on my axe and then
Okay.
sort of stick my head and shoulder up through.
Okay.
And see what I see.
Ooh. Okay. Hold on just a sec. All right. So I'll put you guys up there. Change this out. And change this out.
Appropriate.
That one's kind of cute though.
Which one's cute?
the one that he put in the Discord.
Okay. And then let's see. Wow, taking a sweet time. All right. So as you peer up, you see a spacious attic, and I think there's some flavor text for you as well. The attic is somewhat barren of furnishing, choked with dust and cobwebs. There are a few random piles of clutter, but nothing much of significance. In the far end of the room, by the attic's only window, is a small boy sitting in a chair, silhouetted by the incoming light of the moon.
Nice.
He looks over at you.
Well, I mean, he definitely notices me, so I'm gonna. You're missing story time.
Story time. Yes.
And I'm sort of like kicking it on a like shit's up here. Like go fucking do something.
What? Who are you?
My name is Tiernan.
Here.
I was here looking at the beds.
Oh. You were looking at the beds.
Yes, and I noticed that you had some beautiful drawings next to yours. It's quite a lot of talent showing through in those.
Those are pictures of my family. They died.
I'm sorry for your loss.
They died poorly. And it was a very big mess.
Tiernan, we should go.
Would
Yeah,
you?
I've seen some big messes like that in my time. It's always hard to deal with.
I'm sorry, what did you say? You're very far away. If you're going to speak, you can come up here and talk to me.
Well, that's okay. It's pretty quiet up here. I'm sure that you can hear.
Alright. Tiernan, with your passive perception, you know that someone else is here as well. In the shadows.
Close to me or far away from me?
They are getting closer and closer.
Why doesn't your friend come out?
Tiernan, I need you to give me a blind charisma save.
Oh,
Oh
no.
boy, I'm extra good at those.
Fanspo?
I allow it.
Yeah, for sure.
If it's keep your character, sure.
All right, yeah, we'll cancel.
Also, Reed, I need you to give me a blind charisma save.
Oh, okay. This hopefully goes well.
All right, so I guess we're down 2 fanspos.
Oh my god.
Burn them up, boys.
Okay.
That's not very blind.
Oh,
That's not blind. So
I'm so sorry. All right.
give it to me again.
Will do. How do I click?
Down
That's
at
the
the,
ninja or
yeah,
the
yeah.
okay.
The
Ninja.
Got it. Damn, that was good too, wasn't it?
Some would say a natural 20 is pretty good in Dungeons and Dragons.
It's true. I've heard that.
All right, with
Ooh.
advantage because of Fanspo.
Gosh, what a shame. All right. Okay. So, everything seems fine, Tiernan. And everything's definitely fine, Reed.
After I mentioned the friend, does that thing that I noticed coming closer react? Or
You think that you feel someone touch your hair. Because again, it's just your head and a little bit of your shoulders poking in, right?
yeah.
All right. Yeah, you feel somebody touch your hair, and as you turn, you see a woman made entirely of shadows, and where her mouth should be, you see a line form and split open into a gaping, shadowy maw, and that is where we'll end the session. All right. Sweet.
This is fine.
Eric's just slowly pulling out his weapon.
But
In
why?
front of the kids?
Well, none of us
For
are.
why?
No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding, I'm
For
kidding, I'm
why,
kidding.
Eric?
I was kidding.
I mean, we're all
That's what me and
downstairs.
Darius.
Yeah.
That's what me and Darius
Man.
were saying in chat.
Sometimes I wish that you could just cause psychic damage to people for metagaming. That would be so amazing. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that be the ultimate DM tool? Just psychic damage to people every time they metagame. It's incredible. All right. I have to run. So I don't even have announcements. But does anybody have announcements before we adjourn?
Enjoy the movie.
I hope I will. I hope I will. All right. Talk to you guys later. Have a good Sunday. And Mythic is at 8. All right. Night.
Thanks for running.
Bye.
I guess we'll do quick announcements. Mythic at 8 tonight. Monday we got Prime. Tuesday Abomination Volts, as well as Cyberpunk. Wednesday, I don't think we have any tabletop stuff. I know Crash does gaming. Thursday is Nightfall, and is there a one shot being on Friday? I can't remember. Oh, I saw something in chat about that. Oh well.
Not
Hey,
sure.
Saturday we got Red-Handed Doom, and Sunday we'll be right back here. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time.